Y'all know I'm not gonna go live too much, but I'm damn sure watching the YouTube beef. Since I've been live, which is on a regular, let's say about good 2 years, I done just sat back, clicking on my YouTube, watching the new age YouTube get active. And if y'all don't know what I've been doing on YouTube, that's because there's a certain message that's just restricted from the public. Certain types of shit that just can't be said. They blocked Donald Trump. He can't have a Twitter, a Facebook. Lots of y'all YouTubers shadow banned. You can't talk about the gay community. You can't even talk about the Hunter Biden laptop. It's a particular paradigm going down. Then comes along Charlston White. And he vulgar. And that vulgar shit, that will break you into YouTube. Kind of get you some attention. Because if you just come on and just drop information alone doesn't have enough appeal to the dumb downing of America. Y'all go check out the book by Thomas Sowell, The Dumbing Down of America. The Dismantling of America. It's one of those titles. And thus, we got a new era. And Charleston White jumped into the new era of YouTube. And as he kind of breaks in and gets his viral moment, YouTube decided they gonna shadow ban him. They shut his channel down. And he was kind of bewildered because he didn't understand the playing field, how this YouTube shit worked. But because he was so viral in his come out, some established channels reached out to him. According to Charleston White, Vlad TV called him up and kind of gave him a sit down and explained to him the Hollywood element of YouTube. Lots of these channels don't realize the Hollywood element. They don't know how it works. But Vlad TV been around. He's been around. He kind of got his bump from Arsenio Hall when Arsenio Hall did a return to television. He gave Vlad TV an opportunity to come in there and get an interview, and Hollywood pay attention to who's paying attention to you. And so they gave Vlad TV that spot, and through them connections, Vlad TV was able to blow up. Then Vlad TV started focusing on these rap niggas. And then he became an established outlet. And Charleston White got enough attention that he made it to Vlad TV. So one thing Vlad did for him was give him the breakdown on the Hollywood element. And now he reemerged. He revamped his motherfucking profile. And he figured it out. So he branded a new television, a new YouTube channel, and got back to it. According to Charleston, he up there with hundreds of thousands of members and millions of views. Now, once you get that, once you cross that barrier, the business cycle kick in. Somebody hit your inbox and let you know how you could get you a t-shirt and sell a t-shirt. How you can monetize your channel 5 different ways. How you can get you a Patreon page and all the likes. And somebody always reach out, hey, I'll do all these things for you. Get you going. They become your manager. All of a sudden you got a manager and a publicist. Because YouTube has become a real dominant force on a low-level Hollywood level. These niggas ain't getting $1 million movie checks. They can't slap a nigga at the Oscars yet. But they damn sure could make $400-500 a day sitting there on a couple of hours, YouTube channel and smash off. Well, for anybody following my channel, you'll be familiar with me and the conscious community. Me and the Sinetta Network niggas. And so if you don't just organically blow up on YouTube, like a Charlston White, Tommy Sotomayor, Kwame Brown, these type of niggas just organically blew up on their own merit. They crossed that threshold. But if you ain't one of them type of niggas, and you pretty popular today, and you ain't like connected to the rap game in some fashion or form, then the other route was through that Sinetta nigga TV network. And that's where a nigga like Ben X came from. Early in his career, first he joined the Nation of Islam. And we're going to deal with what that is. But since the Nation like to come with information and try to turn you into a Muslim, he couldn't run to the public yet. They not paying attention. Charlston White explained to them, niggas is not listening to no Muslim shit. Not the general population. They don't want to hear that shit. And you can't really run to the rap game. They not trying to link up with the Nation of Islam unless they need some security. So if you ain't a security guard type of nigga, the rap game ain't gonna listen to you. But there is a little small network that will give you an ear. And we call it the conscious community. So Ben X took his ass over there to Sinetta and played the Muslim. And he reappeared and appeared and reappeared and sucked Sinetta's dog's dick I don't know how many times until he established his name brand, Ben X. He didn't have a YouTube channel when he went over there. He didn't have a YouTube channel yet. But after watching Sinetta rape them niggas, they realized I better go start me a YouTube channel. And this is when your mind start telling you, yo, I gotta kind of get a platform. I need a platform. I need a apple cart to stand on so I can speak from it so that the public can hear me. And Ben X started his YouTube channel. Now, I recall at the time, Ben X didn't want no parts of me. Now, I'm kind of a conundrum because my paradigm is they're so threatened by it that anybody watching my channel know for certain. YouTube conscious community was afraid to say my name while I was an active YouTuber. Don't say Digital Pit Boss. Because if you do, if you speak my shit, I'm going to go watch every goddamn thing on your channel and every channel you went to and hear everything you got to say. And then I'm going to dismantle your shit with aggression. I'm gonna come after you with 8 videos a day. Every time you go live, I'm going live on the same subject you talking about, exposing you till you don't got no breathing room, till you just like this motherfucker. And y'all know I didn't really do it for the money. I didn't do it for the fame. I could have called up my little rap connection. Y'all know I bought Whack 100 to the YouTube platform. He ain't had no goddamn videos. He ain't no podcast. He was just getting captured on video and people uploading images of him. But I knew what he was working with. I knew the potential of him. So I snatched him up and I brought his ass to YouTube and we did the interview, the miseducation of a thug. I already knew he had $1 million behind him and a whole lot of homies in the industry that was about to blow his motherfucking ass up. And y'all see the effect of Whack 100 on the internet. He can't stay off you. That nigga on YouTube every motherfucking day. He's slightly before Charlston White, but he's after Ben X. Ben X actually hit YouTube before Whack. But these are different segments of the YouTube world. You got that hip hop segment, which is the biggest segment for black common niggas to be in. If you could go viral in the hip hop segment of YouTube, you're going to be about the biggest you're going to be. Then the next segment is just to build you an organic YouTube platform. That's where the people like Charlston White, the Tommies, the Kwame Brown, the Kevin Samuels, these are kind of organic. They got different types of people listening to their channel. That's why I kind of call it organic. It's not like a specific crowd of people that's tuned in every day. It's kind of like the broad sector of America that just happens to hear your name or watch a video and then subscribe to your channel, and all of a sudden you cracking. Takes some hard work to build that up. These days, it ain't as hard. You could jump out there with a viral video and another viral channel talk about you. And then all of a sudden you on Vlad TV. Even before you really established your own platform. That's the organic crowd. But a lot of people that's on YouTube on a regular, thinking they know something, like they can chime in on the topic. They specifically climb out that conscious community. But there's a difference. There is a difference. In the conscious community, we kind of had some unwritten rules. If you wanted to be in the conscious community, you had to have a paradigm that make up what you talking about. You could be a black atheist. You could be a Kemetic. You could be a Muslim. You could be a Christian. The Christian was kind of late to the game. I kind of made Sonetta bring Christians to the platform. So all you Christian niggas on Sonetta TV, nigga, you better thank me. Because Sonetta wasn't fucking with no Christians until Pitt boss showed up. And I explained to Sonetta that whether you believe in the Bible or give a shit about Christianity, nigga, you care about YouTube and becoming popular. And nigga, if you don't bring a representative of the broad community, the broader community believe in the Bible. I hate to break your motherfucking cranium with that. That's just what it is. I mean, you know, you can call them sheeps, but it's millions of sheeps. If you not a sheep, if you a wolf or whatever you want to call yourself, 1 million sheeps will fuck a wolf up, man. That's just what it is. So we're at this new era of the YouTube beef. Y'all remember the classic beef of Sonetta versus Israel Doctrine, the lost nigga. Y'all remember Israel Doctrine was one of the first super trolls of YouTube, the first super troll of YouTube that I could recall. I was sitting there like one of y'all. I was just kind of like a viewer, just watching this dumb shit. I was early in the game. I was so early in the YouTube game. There was no live button. That's how early I came to this shit. You couldn't just go to your YouTube channel and just hit go live and motherfucker be live. No. You had to get a camera, film yourself, get you some type of software program, edit your video, and then upload and wait 2 hours for this shit to come on, and then boom, you're on YouTube. But YouTube want to make that money, so they figured, hey, this shit too difficult for the common YouTuber. We need to create some software built in the program where they just hit a button and they can go live and they don't need all that editing. And boom, they came out with the live button. G Conscious called himself the live button. And he was one of the pupils up under Israel Doctrine. If y'all don't know who Israel Doctrine is, that's because he didn't know how to play the game. But the nigga was in the game. And he was the back door to the conscious community. That meant if you was about a dumb nigga with no real paradigm, and you wanted to entertain this YouTube shit and involve yourself in the conscious community, and Sarnetta wasn't paying attention to your ass, and you didn't have no viewers, no platform, no nothing, Israel Doctrine will open the back door and let your ass in through the back door. Now me, I was a super force. I didn't have to come in through the back door. I was the puppet master that Charlston White think he is. I was the motherfucking puppet master. I put strings on the top of Israel Doctrine and said, listen, you see that huge ass platform they call Sarnetta TV? I'm gonna show you how to burn that motherfucker down. So I just started off with just titles. We created clickbait. Motherfuckers running around thinking they doing clickbait. Nigga, we created clickbait. We created all this shit because the technology was just coming on board. This is why I say we created this shit. Because you niggas didn't have no YouTube channels. All you niggas live right now. If you came on YouTube with the live button already existing, you the nigga I'm talking about. Nigga, we had already done it. I got thousands of videos on my channel and I haven't been live for 2 fucking years. And I still got more videos on my channel than you do on yours, and you go live every day. Ain't that a bitch? And I get it. You looking like, well, what the fuck? How come you ain't got thousands of motherfucking fans? Because, nigga, you got to pick 2 paths when you do this YouTube shit. You either got to say to yourself, I'm here to do a job, or I'm here to play the game. If you coming to do a job, you going to get shadow banned. You going to get blocked. They going to stay knocking at you. All of YouTube is going to smash on you. Try to smash on you. But you here to do a job. You're not going to be liked. See, them is the kind of motherfuckers that's not liked. If you chiming in on a motherfucking YouTuber and he's super popular, he's playing the game. Charlston White, he came on to do a job. He came on to express his feeling. After he got knocked and realized what the fuck just happened to him, he decided he gonna play the game. Ben X played the game. He went over to Sarnetta. And if you go to Sarnetta, you go into a motherfucker who hate what you believe in. But you gonna set aside any feelings against Sonetta so that you could play the game. See, now, how can Ben X go in on Charlston White, but you ain't going in on Sonetta? Because if you was out here keeping it 1,000, if you was here to do a job, you would just call out with every goddamn thing that need to be called out. But that ain't what you here doing. You here playing the game. You trying to be a successful YouTuber no matter how it compromises your position. Now, Charleston White, on the other hand, he don't come from that sector of YouTube. He don't come from the hip-hop community. He just an organic YouTuber, somebody who turned their shit on and just said some shit, and it took off for you. That's hard to do. That is fucking hard to do. It's all kinds of reasons why it might work for you if it worked. But I don't give a fuck what you say. It's hard to do. But if you one of the lucky motherfuckers that it worked for, we gonna hear about you. We gonna start sharing your videos. Hey, you heard of this nigga? You heard of that nigga? That nigga keep it real. And it's always the same type of dumbass fan who tell you this shit. The same nigga who don't know a motherfucking thing in his own life. The same motherfucker who ain't got one video talking about a motherfucking thing come tell you about these niggas and how cold they is. But what we hearing is just everyday nigga shit. Some of the reason why these people get popular is because we identify with them. Because we all from a destructed community that's been ambushed by propaganda and lies for who knows how motherfucking long. But it's interesting right now because the situation has changed from the conscious community era days. I told y'all, me and Israel Doctrine at that time, the year was 2016, the month was December, and we fully burnt that shit down. Now, I understand Sonetta as a channel still exists. But that shit that we called the conscious community, that no longer exists. It got blended. The remnant of it got blended into the rest of YouTube. The rest of YouTube. It's just blended in now. It's no longer its own little segment. You got Zion Lex doing Will Smith slap Chris Rock videos. When you see shit like that, it's all blended in. Fuck is Zion Lex interested in what the fuck is going on in Hollywood? I thought he was an Old Testament Hebrew, and he came to tell us about some goddamn Hebrew shit. But you know what? If you stick to the conscious community script, you're gonna fade right the fuck away from YouTube. Because we burnt that shit down. There is no motherfucking success in sticking to that script. Y'all know about what's Oh God. Oh God was, first he was sucking Sonetta dick. Then he went against Sonetta. Then he jumped in there with that dumbass nigga Lex Vortex. And he was all over the motherfucking map. He damn near got beat up by Sonetta goons, and he went through all kind of conscious community nigga shit. And he still wasn't popular. His channel still wasn't doing shit. And then he realized, what in the fuck am I hanging around with these fake ass conscious niggas for? Why? These niggas ain't doing shit. And he switched his platform up to hip-hop virals. And the nigga get 250,000 views. Not even Polite get them numbers. Not even Young Pharaoh. The nigga said he coming for that #1 spot, but he never got that #1 spot. He think he did, but he didn't. Because the spot he was going for was to be the king of consciousness, to try to be on the level of a Umar Johnson. But he never reached that plateau. Not in the motherfucking conscious community, because he never knew a motherfucking thing. He ain't read a whole book in his life. But he was wise enough to know that he need to get the fuck away from the conscious community. And he slid his ass over to the hip hop community with a bigger audience. And now we do dumb a nigga down shit. He spent the first few years thinking he was bringing consciousness, that he was some kind of red, black, and green socialist, Marxist type of nigga. And it wasn't financially working out. And so Omar, oh God, switched his shit up and went hip hop. And he's been enjoying the luxury of dumbing niggas down ever since. So he's a classic YouTuber. Early one. But he made his way into the next phase of YouTube where all that shit merged. It was bound to merge because it started off merged and separated at some point and created its own little community until that didn't work out. And then it merged back. And one day in the future, that shit will separate again, because when right now the hip hop community is interested in politics and consciousness. But you know, the hip hop community switch up like New York niggas do clothes. New York niggas say the fashion don't last 30 days in New York. You gotta switch your shit up. But on the YouTube syndicate, this shit is getting bigger and bigger. Now I guarantee y'all, Pitt Boss is out here with a fucking plan. I see what's going on. I just ain't decided to make my public appearance. I'm on the back channels working where you can't see me. I'm doing shit, don't give a fuck what you think. And when I smash you where you can see me, I'm gonna be too fucking far away from you for you to hear me. You gonna see me, but you ain't gonna be able to hear me, because I'm gonna be way the fuck down the road on your ass. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you this little bit. So here we got the latest YouTube beef. It's a conscious community Sonetta nigga TV member. That's Ben X. And it's an organic nigga from YouTube. That's Charlston White. They program different. See, when you come into the conscious community with one of these paradigms, your whole paradigm got holes in it. And that's what the conscious community does all day, is they sit there and expose each other's holes in their systems. This is why they didn't want to fuck with me, because they couldn't put no holes in my shit. Either you just couldn't understand what the fuck doublespeak was, or you really just didn't understand what dialectic materialism was, or you just couldn't comprehend what the fuck preterism is. You just couldn't even fucking understand the shit I was talking about, because I wasn't talking about not a goddamn thing y'all ever spoke about. See, y'all all heard of each other's shit. When I told you niggas it's time to go pre-Garvey, y'all didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Umar tried to use it. He tried to do a pre-Garvey. He said, where did you get that name? Umar pre-Garvey. Yeah, bitch, you ear hustling my shit. That's cool. I speak so you niggas can live. Because ever since I went away, your whole paradigms is turned to shit. Nigga, click on one of y'all channels and y'all got the white folks over here now. But who told you that these niggas was integrating 125th Street? I did a whole video about it. I called it Israel Doctrine's Revenge. I didn't put it on myself. Because you niggas couldn't attack me for me to have to bring revenge on you niggas. I did it for the weakest nigga in the conscious community. From behind the motherfucking scenes. And when I did the Israel Doctrine Revenge video, this just broke Sonetta. I'm the first YouTuber that Sonetta ever was gonna go call the white man on. That nigga ain't tried to call the white man on nobody since. They don't pose a big enough threat. I was a motherfucking threat. A real threat. A paradigm threat. See, when I smash you, you're eliminated because I broke your spirit. I broke your whole mental thought process on what you was coming with. And who wants to come back out something different than they was? That in itself says you know what you was a loser. And now you got to reemerge something different. So here we are at the moment of Ben X and Charlston White. If you don't know what's going on, I suggest you go over to Charlston White page, click on his Ben X video, move the knob a good hour and a half before that nigga really get to going in, and listen to how he got on a shirt say Texas nigga. The Texas nigga. See, he broke the conscious community paradigm with the t-shirt. He let you know right there, he not coming from the conscious community tip. He not playing by those rules. And this is the problem for Ben X. Ben X was trained in the side nigga network. And he think that his fake paradigm is how he's supposed to fight against an organic YouTube nigga who's super viral. That's not playing by the same rules. He ain't got no paradigm for you to break in on. He's a nigga. So he ain't coming with a paradigm. A nigga, that means that nigga, I don't know nothing. I'm just out here loose with it. I'm going off my feelings 24 hours a day. However the fuck I feel is what the fuck is going down. Nigga don't have to be loyal to the soil. Nigga can fuck white women, eat pork, do what the fuck he want to do. He's a nigga. But the thing is, all communities identify to what a nigga is. The conscious community had a slogan, we got to kill the nigga. What you trying to kill Charles White? The public loved the niggas. That's why they love Charles White. Because the conscious community participated in dumbing niggas down. Hollywood participates in dumbing niggas down. And then the dumb nigga down niggas created a YouTube syndicate. Organically, they have no community in which they belong to. They just popped out the motherfucking scene on their own. And what does that do? Oh, that give us the raw and uncut. That give us the information, raw and uncut, unlearned information. This ain't that formal college education. This ain't that book studies education. This ain't none of that. This a nigga just going off the uncut version of his mind. And boy, did that nigga dig in ya. See, he don't have enough information about how fake Islam is. I wish I could just get into what the fuck Allah means. Real quick, side note. Allah. I want y'all to Google this. So one of your niggas got your computer open. Google this. Allah is Arabic. And it's actually a compound word. It's two words. The first part of the word is al, A-L. And the last part of the word is la, L-A-H. No, that shit don't mean arm, leg, arm, head. That's an acronym that them niggas made up. That sounds good in New York, but that ain't got shit to do with the name Allah. Google the word La, L-A-H, and tell me if you land on the moon god. The moon god. This is why Farrakhan and them say they don't believe in the spirit, in God being a spirit. This goes with believing in the moon god. Allah represents the moon god. The word Al means God. It's kind of like the word El. El means God. And in Arabic, Al means God. And the word La, that's a historic moon god. That's the word for the moon man. La. Look it up. Google that. So what they really doing, this is that double speak. This is why I came out with double speak and taught y'all about this shit so you could identify this shit to arm yourself, because the only power you gonna ever receive is the power of knowledge. Outside of knowledge, you will never gain power in a goddamn thing. That's just the truth in the booth. So here we got Ben X pushing the moon god, but he don't know it. And here you got a regular nigga, Charles White, who eyes identify with what he see in his community with the Nation of Islam. In the eyes of Charlston White, Islam is selling fruit and bean pies in the hood and taking all that money back to Farrakhan and ain't doing a goddamn thing in the hood, because Muslims don't give a fuck about you unless you gonna be a Muslim, unless you gonna follow the moon god. That's why they got the moon and star, the crescent moon, in the logo. Because those that created the logo understood what the fuck the word meant and what the word was representing. And so Ben X is lost. He's a lost nigga. He's been lost because he's following Farrakhan, who's following a man, who is following a man, who is following a man. And Charleston White told him, nigga, I follow my mama. I ain't following no man. That's you niggas want to follow a man. Amazingly, a nigga not really cut from the cloth identifies these niggas is just following a man who is soon to die. And they can tell you all day, we got 30 motherfuckers in the Nation of Islam that can replace Farrakhan. No, you don't, nigga. We done heard all you niggas speak. And none of you niggas is Farrakhan. None of you niggas gonna fly to Iraq and go meet the motherfucking president of Iraq and he respect you like he respected Farrakhan. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. The only nigga among your group to get the respect of Farrakhan is the nigga who get all the money when Farrakhan died. That's the only nigga that they gonna respect, who got control of the motherfucking money. We gonna find out. We gonna find out which one of you niggas get control of the money of the Nation of Islam. Millions of dollars propagated by the Jews, mind you. This is the cold part about the Nation of Islam. Them niggas. Scientology and the Jewish network makes up the economics of the Nation of Islam. I should do a show just about that alone. Scientology and the Jewish network, Zionist Jews, mind you, make up the economic structure of the Nation of Islam. Boy, stop. Don't make me go. I'm not really into doing YouTube shows no more. But boy, do I know some shit. Boy, do I know some shit. But anyway, though, I enjoyed this particular video because my intimate connection with this conscious community, that when I see them cross paths with this other shit, when I see them trying to do hip hop videos, I know they fucked off. When I see the nigga from the sports network sit down with Sinetta, I know this is turning into some clown shit. This is turning into some clown shit. Because these niggas ain't dedicated to the flow. They not gonna go back over to their platform and bring them niggas with them. See, the dude that sat down with Sinetta that was from the sports network, he came over to Sinetta's platform. But he never brought Sinetta to his platform. They can't. Because these are some niggas with a book. And they don't deal with them type of niggas. And then when they finally get one, when you finally get one out the conscious community to cross over like Polite did when he went to Vlad TV, he was quickly exposed. Quickly. Because the conscious community is on life support. You cannot survive outside of your hospital bed known as the conscious community. Soon as your ass get up off that hospital bed, you gonna realize you connected to a life support machine. And as soon as you get off this hospital bed, your ass gonna die. And look what they did to themselves. Young Pharaoh tried to slide out there into politics. The nigga's dead out there. He's dying. If he don't bring his ass back over to the conscious community and connect back up to the life support machine, he gonna die out there. That nigga done been to jail 2-3 times, had some babies by some bitches turning on him. He turned into a nigga quick as a motherfucker. He was an Atum god of some sort. In the conscious community, you could be all kind of shit. You could actually be a Kemetic priest without a temple. You could be an Moorish American. I could go all day on that one too, but I'm gonna let it go. I'm not here to bang on the conscious community. I'm just here to illustrate something very interesting going on, that Ben X, you better check yourself and go back to your life support base. Where that Muslim bullshit on Sinetta TV gets you some fans and followers. Because if you try to play in that world that Charlston White playing in, it's a different kind of crowd. It's not the conscious community tuning in, nigga. 500,000 views ain't the conscious community, nigga. The conscious community is 5,000 views and below. Your video hit more than 5,000 views, nigga, you just broke outside the conscious community. That's got to be the poorest level of nigga thought ever, is a nigga who watched the conscious community all day. I mean, it's entertainment. But if that's all you watching, you's a lousy motherfucker. Just like if all you listen to is rap, nigga, you a lousy motherfucker. Or if all you tune in to is just nigga shit, you's a lousy motherfucker. If you don't put some goddamn expansion on the type of shit you taking in, you's a lousy motherfucker. Because you don't know shit. And I told you, knowledge is power, and the only power you can obtain. There is no other form of power. You can't get military power. You can't get financial power. You can't get none of those powers. Only power you can get is knowledge. And if you stuck in a particular paradigm that ain't really powerful, then nigga, you ain't gonna have no power. See, Ben X is trying to hit that button and get that viral network that Charlston White has. Charlston White is kind of grazing over various YouTubers, but he can't identify them the way I do. Because I've been here so long. I understand when these niggas started their YouTube channels. That's how long I've been around. And I understand what the fuck is going on when I see certain types of YouTube channels merging, crisscrossing between paradigms or communities. And if you was a smart motherfucker, you wouldn't fuck with the conscious community to save your life. That's why I'm so happy Charlston White smashed on Ben X. Because it's like, leave them conscious community niggas to themselves. Let them niggas die on life support over there in the conscious community. Them niggas don't need to be in any other circles and networks. Because every time they create one of them niggas off side of the TV and you send that nigga out into the broader world, that nigga act a goddamn fool. That nigga start looking like Umar with a Philly beanie on, talking on fake phones. These niggas is so motherfucking hollow. They want that Hollywood level appreciation. They want to make it that big. See, I look at Whack 100. I sent that nigga a message several months ago. I told him, look, nigga, you spent all this money in your backyard. You got lava rocks and all kind of nigga pool and this, that. And nigga, you don't even spend no time at home to enjoy the shit. You down at a raggedy ass studio. Why don't you take the studio and turn that motherfucker out? Put some money in the shit where you be at, motherfucker. Where when you come on live, nigga, it look like you got some money. That nigga just eyes big as silver dollars. That nigga thought about that shit. He's like, nigga, you right. Next thing I know, he sent me a video blowing out his studio. Nigga spent $50,000 right quick. And did right what you supposed to do. If you really want to fuck with what's going on. You think Sonetta would have had the notion that instead of getting a news van, which he had got $8,000 for the van, but he ain't a news van type of nigga. You think he would have thought about it and said, let me build out a fucking podcast set that looks worth a damn. The conscious community add all these niggas up and the best they got is a fucking green screen. You niggas standing in front of a green screen looking stupid as motherfucker because you dumbass niggas don't know what the fuck is going on. Act the fuck off. And cause I refuse to fuck with you niggas, I'm not gonna call one of you niggas and tell one of you dumbass niggas what you need to do. You better be ear hustling on my motherfucking channel if you want to get any other motherfucking game that might do you better. But I told my homie what to do. And he did it. And his motherfucking ass got a goddamn studio set you can't fuck with. And it blew his ass up. The 100 show. Mind you, I got a 100 YouTube channel that's 5 years old that I created for him. The 100 show YouTube channel. 5 fucking years old. We put a couple of videos on it, but he wasn't ready at that time. I was too motherfucking advanced for him. He just wasn't ready. But now he ready. 5 years later. Better late than never. And it's just beginning. Because he got the kind of money these niggas wish they had. He got it right now. And he just didn't know how to spend it. But if you dumbass niggas that's sitting there getting this money, this YouTube money, understood what the fuck this was. You know, I learned it from Alex Jones. Because Alex Jones was one of the super OG YouTubers. Super old. He was before YouTube. But when YouTube appeared, when the first motherfucker 15 years ago could put a video up. Oh yeah, and I also got a YouTube channel that's 12 years ago. I still got one. You niggas don't even know that channel, trust me. It's long before this channel. Alex Jones came on, just like you niggas. Sitting in a room with a fucked up camera, with the back, his back shot was his wall, looking like one of you dumbass niggas. And he escalated all the way up to a real news set. A real news set with 100 monitors behind him. $1 million operation. And he collecting millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. You niggas have yet to understand what the fuck is going on with this shit. Y'all think that it's about the information that you spewing. And that's just a small part of it. Your operation, if you want to escalate, expand, supersize this shit, you got to up your game. You niggas ain't upping your game. You niggas is doing the side netter TV nigga shit on your own platforms, looking fucking stupid because you niggas is dumb and don't know what the fuck is going on. When I come back and you don't see this black screen no more, I'm gonna fuck your head up with what you see. I'm gonna make sure none of you YouTuber niggas can fuck with mines. That's gonna be a fact. I'm gonna turn the screen on and you're gonna be like, what the fuck did that nigga do to the garage? I'm gonna fuck y'all head up. Because I know you niggas don't know what the fuck to do and how to do it. I don't reach out to none of these niggas. I ain't reaching out to Charles White. I ain't reaching out to Whack. I'm not reaching out to Sinetta. I don't give a fuck what you niggas do. I'm just letting y'all niggas have it for the moment. Enjoy this shit. It's a whole nother YouTube thing coming in 5 years. It ain't gonna be the YouTube that you're looking at now. Just like this YouTube ain't the YouTube of 5 years ago when it wasn't no live button, nigga. Do you realize that? 5 years ago, the live button ain't 5 years old. Can you imagine 5 years from today what the fuck this YouTube gonna be? It ain't gonna be what you think. Yeah, y'all hear about NFTs. I tried to tell you niggas about the Bitcoin, but you dumbass niggas didn't listen. I'm way too fucking advanced. I could tell you niggas what's coming in 5 years, but I'm not gonna do that because I already realized you niggas ain't listening. You stuck in position. You can't stay in the heat. You need to get the fuck out the kitchen. That's what you need to do. But y'all not gonna do what I tell you to do. So I'm gonna just turn up the heat till your ass burn the fuck up in the fire. But I hope Ben X learn. Don't go fucking with the niggas with your bullshit paradigm. Islam is whack as a motherfucker. This is the moon god that you niggas believe in. That's why you keep telling motherfuckers, nigga, God is a man. He gotta be a man, nigga. If he live on the moon, he gotta be a man. This why you niggas is weak. Because even the dumb nigga know. Even the dumbest nigga know he got a spirit. Himself. Every individual walking around this planet, I don't give a fuck if he an atheist. I don't give a fuck if his name is Unc. That nigga know he's a spirit. That nigga know when he go to sleep at night, his spirit loses consciousness. And when he wake up, it's like he was reborn. His consciousness comes back to him and he starts remembering his motherfucking day. You don't know what the fuck you was doing when you was asleep. If I put a video camera on your ass when you was asleep and you over there scratching and itching all motherfucking night. When you woke up in the morning, you didn't know you was scratching and itching. You lost consciousness. You got a slight amount of consciousness to allow your heart to beat, blood to pump, vital functions to operate, but you don't remember what the fuck you was doing when you was asleep. But when you wake up, blood rush back to your brain and you regain consciousness. Nigga, consciousness is spirit. You dummy ass niggas. This is basic information before leaving Earth. This is Bible, nigga. This is basic information before leaving Earth, you dumbass niggas. Y'all know I'm full of them. Y'all better stop, because you know what I'm saying? I fuck around and come back on this YouTube shit and put some money behind it, nigga. I understand how to blow this motherfucker up, nigga. You need money behind this shit. You ain't gonna just blow up because you went live, nigga. You gotta put some money behind it. But I'ma wait. I'ma wait. Like a hunter in the woods, nigga, hunting for the antelope. You see the antelope in the distance, nigga, don't just start firing. You can't get a good shot. Let that motherfucker walk in the crosshairs. Let him get in a certain range that your rifle could hit this nigga with a kill shot. If your rifle only shoot 300 yards, nigga, don't shoot that nigga when he's standing 299 yards away. Let that nigga get in closer, where your shot could be effective. And that's what we gonna do. We just gonna wait it out. And at the precise moment, when you niggas is on fire, when all y'all shit looking ridiculous, when I done lined up every goddamn thing on you niggas. Y'all be thinking you do the work because you got a YouTube channel. Why do you niggas who go live on YouTube think that you niggas is the ones doing the work? The work ain't being done by no YouTube niggas. At all. You niggas ain't doing, none of you niggas is doing the work. You niggas is doing YouTube. I don't give a fuck if you Charlston White, Ben X, or who the fuck you think you are. Nigga, you niggas ain't doing the work. You niggas on YouTube telling us you doing the work, nigga. Work ain't never being done by no nigga on YouTube. None of the work. By no nigga on YouTube. I don't give a fuck what nigga on YouTube. Nigga, if you on YouTube, you is certainly not the nigga doing the work. So, I have one message for you conscious community niggas. Y'all built the conscious community on YouTube beef. And you downgraded yourselves when you created the YouTube beef game. Y'all remember when the Hebrew Israelites was camp banging? How'd that work out for you? Camp banging. How'd that work out for you? Not too good, huh? Well, you remember when the Kemetic niggas was going at it, Kemet versus Kemet? How'd that work out for you? How'd that work out for you? One thing about the conscious community that the whole world observes, I don't give a fuck if they're in Africa, Australia, or America. You niggas are angry and you hate yourselves. And you only feel better when you convince somebody to be as angry as you. That make you feel better because you done got one of these followers on your channel to believe your bullshit, you start feeling better. They say that misery loves company, and you niggas is miserable. And the only way you feel better is when you make another nigga miserable to believe your bullshit. Then that nigga feels better. That's how it works. Let's go into the chat room and see what's cracking. Let me take a quick look at what the fuck is going on here. All right. Brother Ben X overcomes all beefs. He never beef with people. People just get to jumping on that brother. He in his own lane, man. Who is this nigga? Who is this nigga? Scooter Watson. Let me read your other comment before I respond. Y'all let Ben be, man. He cool. He doing good deeds in the community. Y'all. I don't even know, nigga. You gotta be a new nigga. Scooty Watson, you got to be a dick sucker in the YouTube chat rooms. There's a lot of you niggas that live in the chat rooms. You chat room niggas. I'm a YouTube nigga. I'm not no chat room nigga. You see me pull up in the chat room, nigga, I'm a threat in the chat room. Motherfuckers gonna see my name pop up and block him. Get him out of here. That nigga is a man, is a menace. Nigga, Brother Ben X is pushing Islam. Any nigga pushing Islam on the black community is a fucking threat to the black community. Every one of you niggas pushing Islam is a threat to the black community. I don't give a fuck how many bow ties you go and rock. I don't give a fuck how many bean pies you sell. Because y'all have one mission, is to get a nigga to believe in a moon god of an Arabic nation, to motherfuckers who were, if this is why you niggas don't ever come out talking about the Quran, nigga. Anybody that want to learn what the fuck the Quran is about, you cannot go to the Muslims on YouTube and find out. It ain't ne'er motherfucking Muslim on YouTube reading out the Quran. Ne'er one of them niggas. You can't find me a Ben X video where he teaching from the Quran. You can't find me a Farrakhan video where he teaching from the Quran. Them niggas will never teach from that satanic book. But I can tell you a channel who does teach from the Quran. He's a Christian though, but he teaches from the motherfucking Quran. Everything you want to know about Islam, and his name is Christian Prince. Let me remind you one more time, nigga. Christian Prince on YouTube. He's an Arab Christian teaching what the fuck the Quran is teaching. And nigga, when I chimed in on his ass, when I chimed in on Christian Prince, I done watched me 1,000 Christian Prince videos at this point. And nigga, that Quran is super trash. Super trash. Super trash. So if you pick up the Quran and bring that shit to the hood to a nigga like Charles White, and he got a little bit of light in him, he gonna blast you niggas. And trust me when I tell you, it's more niggas in every neighborhood that agree with Charles White on this beef than they agree with Ben X and his dick sucking lips ass with his motherfucking Quran. That Quran is super trash. Y'all niggas complain about the Bible because you don't know what the fuck the Quran is talking about. A black dog is a devil. The Quran is talking about kill the Christians and kill the Jews. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. The Christians will smash you niggas. Smash you niggas. You niggas is trash. And Brother Ben X, don't tell me about what good works he's doing. Nigga, we talking about the information you trying to bring to the niggas. I don't give a fuck about the works you doing, nigga. The works speak for itself. You speak for the Quran, nigga. I'm my man Doug. Doug is an OG from the platform. Young Pharaoh messed up his own bag. Oh shit. Doug, what the fuck else was he gonna do with it? What the fuck else was he gonna do with the bag, Doug? The nigga came out talking about he can leave his body. You believe a nigga that think he can leave his body was gonna take the bag and do something with the bag? These niggas is, man, come on, Doug. What else was he gonna do with the bag? What in the fuck else was he gonna do with the bag? Not a goddamn thing. Who else we got here? Raining Woman, she done chimed in. She having a good old time listening to the show. Kaba, Ninja. Oh, that's Unc, little comedic chick out of Louisiana. You know, Kaba, you tried to play me years ago, and you know, I just don't forget. I'm like a goddamn elephant. You cool, you know what I'm saying? You a little female. You know, nobody can do no wrong as long as they comedic or, you know, whatever. I ain't tripping. I miss you too. How about that? Then we got, well, that's it. We got Raining Woman just all in there. Oh, y'all been, oh, we got Surfing Tangents. What's up, girl? You always come in with the hellos. Welcome to the show. Doug is jumped in there. Okay. We got a few little OG comments chimed in. If y'all, you know, want to holler back, you can get in the chest. I don't really block people. Not no more. Back in the day, I damn near blocked half of the conscious community. That's why my channel couldn't take off, because I had all them niggas blocked. I'm sure I'm gonna get 30 emails from a particular YouTuber. Do not email me if you listening to this show. I'm do not responding to your emails. And I'm talking to one YouTuber, the Raining Woman's best friend. Do not email me. I'm tired of your emails. Do not contact me after the show. If you want to holler at me, hit the PayPal or something. That's why I don't do no shows, because y'all motherfuckers ain't supporting my channel. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck these niggas. So if you miss me, nigga, just because you ain't dropped no money in the bag, fuck you gonna do? You know, ain't no romance without finance. You niggas want me to romance your eardrums. Drop that bag. If y'all would have gave Pitt Boss the bag, these niggas, woo! It'd be nothing out there. It'd be nothing out there. You think Charlston White got information? No, he's on some nigga shit. That's easy to do. Anybody can do the nigga shit. Everybody know niggonometry. Everybody know that. Everybody knows niggaology. Everybody, you kind of get that, nigga, as a child. We teach niggaology to children. The shit I was coming with, oh nigga, you was gonna have to do some reading. And if you had a PhD and you came over to my channel thinking that your PhD was gonna protect you from my information, you fell into the enantiodromia. Y'all remember that show? When I put the enantiodromia out there? Do you even know what an enantiodromia is? Raining Woman, you better leave your bestie alone. You the only person, Raining Woman, that she really loved, that I ever hear her talk about. I don't know why she love you with such passion, but she do. Don't ever think she don't love you, because nobody put that much energy into somebody that they don't love. Deep down inside, you know, they say it's a love-hate relationship. I'm not saying she got a love relationship with you, but she got a love-hate relationship with you over some YouTube chat room shit. This shit killed me. I mean, you know, for the YouTubers, I get it. You niggas is trying to perform on the mic. For the chat room, we got some people who only live in the chat room. See, like Raining Woman actually does a show. Y'all, you know, chime in to the Raining Woman show so you can see what the kind of show she do. Cause she kind of a you know, she's a little, you still a little too personal about what you doing with YouTube. You making YouTube personal. And over a period of time, you're gonna learn that that's a mistake, Raining Woman. You gotta make YouTube business. And in your business, handle your personal business. It need to be personal business, not just personal. And you know, if you did that in 5 years, Raining Woman, what you would able the economic empire you could build, because you wanna put the time in and do all these shows. It's like you got the money. It don't take ridiculous money to come with a basic breakdown. You know, stop hiding behind your logo like Pitt Boss. Now, see, I went into my logo mode after appearing on camera for years and years until I got tired of looking at these niggas. But you hiding behind that logo and focused on the wrong segment of YouTube. Come out from behind the logo and go after a different segment of YouTube. Don't concentrate on all this conscious community nigga shit. That's the bottom barrel YouTube shit. Bottom barrel. Trust me. You don't want to still be doing that in 5 years. I better not come over to the Raining Woman channel and you still on this bullshit, associating yourself with this conscious community. You better be all the way. I don't give a fuck if you talking hip hop over there, talking about dumb nigga. I don't give a fuck if you dumbing niggas down on your channel. Do anything but stick with these dumbass YouTube beef niggas on YouTube. That's why I gave it a break, so I could kind of analyze the scene from a distance. I said, you know what, let me back up out this motherfucker for a second. Y'all don't think I'm packed with information? You don't think I sit and still spend hours upon hours chiming in on different YouTube channels? And I'm not talking about the channels you think I'm talking about. I'm not spending no time watching Charlston White. I'm not spending no time watching Ben X. None. I hear they little shit. I see you out there. I'm not about to. I'm gonna watch particular ones. Like, for instance, Charlston White went on Jesse Lee Peterson. His greatest performance to date. To date, he don't got a video better than that. Better than that performance. If you haven't watched it and you like Charlston White, you better go watch Charlston White on the Jesse Lee Peterson show. I can't wait till the Trump era come back again. Charlston White gonna fuck y'all head up when they get ready to do the presidential run. Oh, Ben X better get the fuck out the way. Ben X, young Pharaoh ain't got shit on Charlston White, because Charlston White, not only do he know the nigga shit, not only do he know the nigga shit, but he from a different era of the nigga shit. And young Pharaoh, in the last presidential race, young Pharaoh found the lane with the comedic Republicans. But even though, you know, the Republicans follow the Bible, they made room for voters during the presidential race. And the comedic Marxists, the ones that understood a little bit of capitalism, what's that one that died? One of them comedic niggas He was like a comedic blood from Florida, and he died of AIDS or some shit. But he came on Young Pharaoh's show and went in on Young Pharaoh so motherfucking hard, and had a bigger platform where he was fucking with Candace Owens, and he was all on the big shit, which these niggas desire to be. This is the crazy shit. Reigning woman, like you need me to coach you. I coach you because I fucks with you. But I tried to coach you early on, but you didn't want to listen. And niggas like Whack 100 listen to me, but y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna listen. But politics will blow your YouTube channel the fuck up. The fuck up. You will never be the same after one political year. Fuck all this conscious community nigga shit, hip hop shit, everybody in all communities, whether you into the news and politics, Hollywood and the nigga shit, or the conscious community, when it's the presidential year, motherfuckers, if you ain't talking politics and really got a motherfucking angle, and you really know what the fuck is going on, that you not picking because you want the Democrats to win, or you picking because you want the Republicans. No, nigga, you really going in on what the real is. If you know what the fuck is going on, if you understand algorithms, donators, and motherfucking getting to the bag, the political machine is bigger than all other departments that year. Even Hollywood, politics is bigger than Hollywood in a presidential year. Reigning woman, you in Texas, you already know which way you supposed to go. The bag will be so big. The bag will be so big, you won't even understand. After that year, you could shut the fuck up about politics and go back to some regular nigga shit if you want to. But you can't just jump out of nowhere. Like last week you was talking about yoga, and this week you want to talk about You got to arm yourself with what the fuck is going on. You got to get ahead of the curve. You got to be able to break down a politician and their funding, and where in the fuck the funding coming from, and what organization, and the Tide program. Do you know who the Tide organization is? Do you know anything about that? The Tide organization, based in Canada, responsible for the goddamn voting machines in Georgia. Do you know anything about that? You better when the time comes. Because the Democrats is going to get slaughtered. Slaughtered. And motherfuckers is going to cry who love the Democrats. They gonna cry like a motherfucker. All these fake ass black channel, the black foundational Tariq Nasheed niggas gonna get a dick handed to them. All their conversation gonna be dumb as fuck, because they're not gonna be able to coach for the winning side. Be on the winning side and get the donations brought to you by the fucking millions. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about. See, at some point, you gotta do it for the money. Fuck them. Doing it for the bag. You gotta just do it for the money. Fuck the rest of this shit. Keep it real 99% of the time. 1% of the time, do it for the motherfucking money. Get your ass off the ground. Because you spending way too much motherfucking time with no result. I don't give a fuck if you don't care about results. I don't give a fuck. Care about it for a week, a month, a year. And then after that, do what the fuck you want to do. Go away with the bag. I don't give a fuck what you do. Red Wave this November. This November, yeah, they gonna slaughter them. But, it's important. But Trump ain't involved on the stage. See, it's a lot of shit that's coming to bear. The Hunter Biden laptop is nigga exposed. Exposed. The lawsuit in New York got dropped. Got dropped. The Russian collusion was a hoax. And all this shit was propagated. And all that motherfucking talk about what's that? The foundational black Negroes of America. That dumbass YouTube syndicate of niggas following the Black Authority and Tyreek. Them is some dumbass, confused ass niggas. Them gonna be the niggas that you better get ready to smash on. Cause see, they have boxed themselves out. They was trying to align themselves with the Democrats, but they couldn't get the what they want. They want a check from slavery. I mean, don't that sound dumb as fuck? I mean, just logically. Slavery officially ended in 1865, and some niggas in 2022 is begging for a check when they handing out checks, nigga, on a regular. The PPP check was $20,000 to $150,000, and you couldn't figure out how to make that your motherfucking check. This is all Marxist paradigm. Reigning woman, you really need 2 books that you really gotta read. The only way I'm gonna fucking tell you about these books, you gotta call me directly. I'm not about to do it on here, because on here you ain't gonna follow through. And you got a short amount of time. You only got a short amount of time. What is UB? UBI. No, what is UBI? I know foundational American niggas that Tyreek and them shit made up with their own bullshit ass flag. Ain't no niggas following that. That's about as big as the Black Panthers was in 1965. Y'all think the Black Panthers was a big movement. It wasn't. It was trash. Nobody in the era gave a fuck about them niggas. Because we wasn't yet that deep in a Marxist mindset. But thanks to Martin Luther King and the Black Panthers, we turned into full Marxists. We was already getting nibbled on by the Marxists. But the Martin Luther King movement fully brought in the Marxism. I know y'all don't understand. But reigning woman, you're going to have to come all the way professional. You got to have a business suit. You got to come from behind that motherfucking logo and let that pretty little wavy hair fall down the side of your head and get ready to deliver the show. And we going in on some politics. It's going to be the height of YouTube at that time. Don't be nowhere near the conscious community. Them niggas is going to be every once, they going to still be arguing over Kemet. They going to still be arguing if Jesus was a real human being. They going to be stuck in Kemet 5,000 years. And the public is not going to be tuned in. Nor will the goddamn be tuned in to no nigga that ain't talking about politics. Because they're going to be interested in who the fuck got an angle on these politics. And that's what it's going to be. We're going to see all the Marxist activist group reactivated. All the motherfucking groups that they've created. Antifa, all that shit coming back. All that shit coming back. And you better be on it. You better be on it. And if you understand the bag, like, do this for the money. Don't do this giving a fuck about who wins. The Republicans are going to win. Don't give a fuck about that. Give a fuck about the donators who want to hear the narrative. Who got the biggest bag to give? That's all you need to be talking about. You need to go live with the mentality, who got the biggest bag to drop in my bag? And you're going to end up with a gang of motherfucking money at the end of this shit. I mean, way more than all the other YouTubers. Trust me, your Cash App going to get flooded. They're ready to support anybody that pushed the narrative. And if you're pushing the winning team, your feelings won't get hurt. But if you're pushing the losing team, as you lose, your fucking feelings are going to get hurt, because all the effort, even if you got the bag, you got the money, but your feelings is hurt. Go away with the bag and your feelings feeling great. That means you gotta begin rooting for the winning team. I don't give a fuck if you think the Democrats gonna win or the Republicans gonna win. Make sure which side you pick that they win. If you don't think they're gonna win, don't fuck with that side. Then get the information necessary to catapult your ass into stardom. That's what Young Pharaoh did. Young Pharaoh, after that motherfucking comedic nigga who died, I can't remember that nigga name. He had tattoos all over him. He's the blood. He was fucking all the bitches, and he died of AIDS, some type of shit. After he went over there to Young Pharaoh's Instagram and beat that nigga up, Young Pharaoh turned into a Republican and got to the bag. But the problem is, he was pre-trained by the Marxists. You got to kill that shit. You can't have no Marxist blood running through you. None. You don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Listen, you ain't gonna just have a YouTube. You gonna have the website, the t-shirts, the whole nine. And you gotta be ready 6 months in advance with all this shit. Are you ready to get rich? Or you want to sit there behind the logo for 5 more years? What you want to do? Holla at your boy. I might drop a few rhymes for my Louisiana comedic voodoo princess up in here. Kaba. What up, Kaba? Kaba, do you know that Unc is the dumbest nigga on YouTube? He's the only atheist. I mean, even a fucking rock believe in a God. Just a regular ass rock in the middle of the desert believe in God. Unc dumbass believe in evolution. You talk about the white man's paradigm. Evolution is 100% the white man's paradigm. Only the white men believe in evolution. Nobody else on the planet but the white men believe in evolution. And Kaaba and the goddamn atheists believe in evolution. They believe that the planet, that we come from rocks, a soupy mixture, water raining on rocks for 100 million years produced life. That's these niggas. Every goddamn group on the planet believes in some source of a creator. I don't give a fuck how ridiculous their story. They found a way to understand you didn't come from a rock, a soupy mix of water and nitroglycerin. I can't believe it. Look at the stubbornness of a woman, of a reigning woman. You are the most stubbornest little chocolate brownie girl I ever seen in my life. Stubborn with your ass. You lucky we don't live in the same city. I'll pull up on you. While you live, nigga. Pulling up on you. Take my ass to Dallas. I'm only gonna do what I'm doing. I know you get that check from the army, girl. You got shot in the ankle and they sent you home with a check. So you ain't tripping. I'm doing what I'm doing. That's my girl. Stubborn as a bull. You're gonna change one day. You're going to start getting gray hairs like Sonetta on YouTube. And you're going to be like, man, I'm done doing what I'm doing. I'm done doing what I'm doing. You're going to switch. I'm going to make you switch. Don't trip. I'll go get your bestie and make her little wobbling ass do a YouTube channel. She listening. You know she listening. I'm going to tell her to create a channel called Raining Woman 2. And you could guarantee she's about to do it right now. Raining Woman's Bestie. I want you to go create a channel called Raining Woman's Bestie 2. And just do an audio channel on her ass. You know she creating the channel as we speak, right? Because she listening. And she hot. Anytime I give you any kind of attention, she hot than a fire. Trust me. Hotter than the tamales around this thing. That's why I do it, because she won't stop emailing. I got like 8 billion emails. I'm tired of reading these goddamn emails. I be trying to be cool, but goddamn. I think I'm going to just send her a couple $100 to leave me the fuck alone. I don't know. I don't know what to do. But I'm going to tell y'all this. If y'all didn't see the move on the last election, she said, I already have gray hair. No, I'm talking about a whole head of that shit. You probably got that pretty little couple of grays on the side. I'm talking about Snow White around here. She said, chill. You can tell her, that foolish woman, to do whatever she wants. Who really wants my attention? You or her? Shit. Since she don't get your attention, I'ma say she want it. I at least get some chat room attention. She ain't getting no attention. But if she do that channel, she know what to do. Just get the channel and play all Raining Woman's audio from 2 years ago on the channel. YouTube can't do shit to you for playing audio. Raining Woman she ain't gonna get mad. She like, so what? So what? Who cares? I'm just playing. Leave Raining Woman alone, please. Don't go over there messing with that girl. She minding her own business, living good. Don't mess with her. See? I just solved the problem. So, back to my script. I'm ready to flip. While you niggas get the chips, I'm a dip. Stay equipped. Keep 100 rounds in the goddamn clip. This is for the lava. Coming like a Kaaba. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. She said, run my popularity up. Run me my popularity. Girl, 5 extra views ain't no popularity. Let me tell you now. She ain't gonna get you no views. 5 more views ain't no popularity. She can't help you none. But leave her alone, because she's very sensitive about her YouTube. She want me to unblock her. I don't know how to unblock people anymore. YouTube made it too hard to unblock people. So if you got blocked, stay blocked. Get you a new Gmail account. That's all I can tell you. And you can come in here and bang on Raining Woman your goddamn self. She don't want to bang on you up in here though. I ain't gonna block her if she do. She got about 500 YouTube accounts, so she can click on one of them, come up in here. She don't want to, though. She don't like to be in the room at the same time. Go unblock her, please, because I don't know how to unblock her. She got 100 counts. She got Sunday, this day, thankful. She got all kind of accounts. Unblock about 4 of them. She probably used one of them. Let her speak, you know. Your enemy should be able to say what they got to say. Right? They should be able to tell you how they feel. Please unblock her. Don't give her no wrench, because she will block you. If you give her a wrench, she gonna block you with her wrench. So, you know, be careful. Come on in the room. Anyway, let me get back to my subject. Because, you know, these YouTube niggas is like, just like hoes, man. When I watch how bad they want the next man's fame, like, God, I mean, I could have came on here and did a whole bunch of videos about the latest YouTube niggas. I ain't even tripping. I'm just watching grandkids grow up. That's all I'm looking at. Grandkids growing up. That's who these niggas is to me. Grandkids growing up, getting their opportunity to do what Pitt boss been done did. And they get to do it with new technology and a new era with more audience and this, that, and the third, and live buttons and all kinds of features. I came out in the Stone Age when, nigga, we had to push the car. I'm back when bicycles didn't have chains on them. You niggas was riding bicycles with chains on them, nigga. I got on a bicycle, it just had pedals with no chain. And that was just so you could hold your feet on them. You niggas don't know nothing about bicycles without chains. Because you niggas is special. I came from the streets. Uh-oh. Raining women got haters. How many haters you got, Raining woman? Do you got more than Pit Boss? I think I take the ring on haters. I know you ain't had that many haters. Nobody had that many haters. Pit Boss got haters. You don't know what hating is. You don't know what hating is. You know what I'm gonna do though? I'm gonna create another channel where I just replay all my videos all day long. 24 hours a day. I'm gonna call it 24 Pit Boss. Don't steal my shit. I'm just gonna let all my videos play live all day long, back to back. I'm never turning it off. Once I start the channel, it's gonna remain live. It'll never go off. You could just tap in when you want to tap in and tap out when you want to tap out. My shit just gonna run continuously forever. That's how many videos I got that I could play my shit forever. It'll be forever to you because it'll be more videos than y'all could play. Ain't that a bitch? For a reason. So that it could be brand new to the news era of YouTubers when I let it all out. I'm not gonna let them come on this channel and view a goddamn thing. You're gonna have to go over to Pit Boss Live and get it. And just rehash what I went through. I'm gonna let all that shit play. I'm gonna even let the Black Becky the Techie videos out. How many of y'all remember Black Becky the Techie? All my shit. Fuck them. Anybody remember Black Becky? Black Becky the Techie tried to sell me out to Lex Vortex. Lex Kotex. I'm the original of all this shit. There was no nigga before me that's out there today. None of them niggas. Oh yeah, Doug. Doug. That one came with so much passion. I think I had 50 girls hit me up. Please stop. When I was at like series number 3. They was begging. They would, please stop. Why are you going so hard? You didn't do none of the men like this. Woo, they was mad at that. They was mad at that. Fuck them. It is what it is. It is what it is. But shit, man. That's what it do. Yep, you can't get the Black Becky the Techie series right now. That shit blocked and locked in a vault. I do release videos though quietly. It was pretty. You remember the frog in the water? Fattening frogs for snakes. You remember that clip? Oh my God. I think I put history in everything I do. So I use the damsel in distress paradigm on that one. Where, you know, the light-skinned chick played the damsel in distress. I use that paradigm to explain why Black Becky the Techie about to get this put on them. Trust me, there is no YouTube video where they banging on each other that come harder than that. I had to use Tupac Scandalous as my intro because this is what it was. Like it gave me flashbacks of growing up in the hood and watching the girls in the neighborhood who was scandalous, getting niggas killed and jacked and robbed and all type of shit. That shit gave me flashbacks, and I went on one. I was like, oh, this is one of them bitches. What, bitch? I made you. I turned you from a motherfucking Section 8 into a motherfucking techie. Leonardo de Yuda. What's up with it, man? Yeah, I'm back on here for a blit second. I'm back on this thing for a blit second. I don't think I can put a link out there while I'm on this way. Yeah. I gotta go off my computer. I gotta go from my computer. I'm always here, bro. I don't get YouTube support, so I don't feel the need to come and give y'all zero information unless I'm just feeling, you know, like on a random. This is a freebie. I'm doing a freebie. You know, I don't expect nothing for this. But if y'all want content on a regular, oh hell no, y'all not gonna sit here and give Tommy $1,000 a show and just leave my shit empty. This ain't that. This ain't that. Hell no. And if I gotta tell y'all to donate, I don't even want to talk. I did too many shows and y'all just, you know, they say vote with your wallet. And y'all voted that we ain't giving Pitbull shit. I said, well, fuck them. Fuck them. I got voted out economically. So I took a break. Long enough for y'all to realize that you miss me. Do you miss me yet? Like Trump. That's his slogan. Do you miss me yet? Or do you love these high-ass gas prices? How many of you niggas done paid back your $1,400 check from the government in gas prices? Anybody? Somebody asked me about you the other day. And I was like, Pit Boss got the trucks out getting that money. I don't drive trucks. I don't drive trucks. I got a truck, I got a CDL license. I drove trucks years ago. I don't drive trucks. I don't really put out what I do. I mean, some people know, but I don't really share it. I never did. I mean, some shit they get, but I don't really give them a lot. Yeah, the food truck. I showed that. I showed the food truck. A little bit. I showed a little bit. But I realized early in my little YouTube flow that I can only give these niggas 10% of what the fuck is really going on. And I know, sometimes these niggas be trying to flash. So I'll show something for the flasher. But in reality, y'all can't even tell me the name of my food truck. Really? I mean, could I use YouTube to promote it? Could I? I could have. Wait, he said the average person don't understand how Biden Trump affected the gas price. If the first day in office for Biden, he shut down the pipeline, right? He shut down the pipeline. At the time he shut down the pipeline, America was energy independent. And what that means is we don't need Russia, Venezuela, or Iran for oil. And Biden shut that down. Then he turned around and took the sanctions off of Russia so that Russia could build a pipeline going into Europe. Because they already knew the move Russia would make and that Europe was going to need oil. If they can't buy it from America, the closest place to get it was Russia. So Trump sold oil to Europe, and Biden told Europe to go to Russia and get their oil based on the policies. Now, the only way you can't see that means that you listen to CNN. CNN ain't gonna tell you that. You certainly not gonna Google it, because Google would tell you what the fuck is going on. One thing about Google, as biased as it is, they know the average motherfucker ain't gonna read, so we could put it on Google. They not gonna Google it. The only motherfuckers who gonna Google it is such a small percent that it wouldn't even be the voting block. So, as long as they don't know the difference, they need to go to the gas pump, pull out their little coins, and pay $5 a gallon. And think to themselves, I'm glad Trump not here because I love paying $5 a gallon. And guess what? He ain't turned them pipes back on. He ain't turned them pipes back on. The only reason the gas prices ain't accelerated on your ass right this second, because if you understand gas prices in summertime, nigga, the prices always go up in the summertime. The only reason it accelerated is because they're manipulating everything to quell dissension. The only thing that it's not going to go to $10. If you think it's going to go to $10 on the Democrats, you're out your mind. You're out your mind. You out your mind. The Democrats have told you when they spend money, it slows down inflation. That's what Nancy Pelosi told you niggas. And you think Nancy gonna say it and it ain't true? It's not true according to how economics calculate things. That would be a total lie. But when you got control of the government, you could do what the fuck you want to do. You do what you want to do. They will subsidize the oil companies to keep the price low. They'll say, look, we'll give you the money. Just keep the price right here. And they will take your tax dollar and give it to the oil companies to keep the gas price low. That's all. Print more money. That's what she means. Motherfucker, we will print money to stop inflation while they're in office. See, that's the caveat. While we're in office. As soon as you motherfuckers don't vote for us, we're going to blame the gas prices on the Republicans. And they going to hand Donald Trump another crazy economy. And tell Donald Trump, do you got a magic wand for this? And Donald Trump gonna reach in his back pocket and be like, I just so happen to have one. We are in the Marxism's greatest move to socialize America. This is the biggest push they ever tried to push. Ever. The last time the Marxists pushed this hard was like 1895 when they chopped up Africa and decided that they would colonize Africa. That's socialism, Marxism. That's what that was. That's why all the presidents in Africa are Marxists, because they get their power from the Marxists. They the ones who assign which one of these niggas is going to be a president in Africa. Yeah, I could do a show about that. But you niggas ain't supporting knowledge. You don't want no power. You niggas is supporting niggerdom. I watch you niggas give up so much money. I ain't gonna say you particular ones on my channel, but the majority of YouTube, I see what y'all fund. I'm like, woo, woo. Niggerdom is the richest shit on YouTube. Tommy go live and make $1,000 in 2 hours every day. It's crazy. I'm amazed. I don't give a fuck what y'all think about him. I'm amazed. I'm like, damn. This motherfucker right here. Like, you don't need to be famous when you can be that. You don't need motherfuckers to like you when somebody like you. You don't need everybody to like you when somebody likes you. Let's say it that way. Yeah, Yuda. When I speak, it's going to make some sense. Because, see, I'm able to look at all this shit through the paradigm that I laid. And, I was like the only motherfucker laying down my paradigm. It wasn't like I was part of a YouTube syndicate that agreed with me. When I came with that Booker T shit, y'all wasn't really understanding because I was advanced. And now these niggas is slowly. You even got Garfield talking about Jesus was a real person, but he didn't walk on water. and he didn't resurrect himself. Type of dumb nigga. What kind of dumbass logic is this? Where do you get this information? Garfield. I mean, how do you come up with this logic? What books are you reading that Eusebius didn't read, motherfucker? That nigga got access to information that niggas in the 5th century didn't have access to. He got access about the 5th century that niggas in the 5th century didn't have access to. I'm amazed. I'm like, where the fuck what kind of Google do these niggas got? These niggas got an unbelievable Google. They got a Google nobody else can Google. These niggas get to read information that niggas with information can't read. I'm amazed at this shit. I would say I'm disgusted, but I'm beyond disgusted. I'm amazed at how disgusting these niggas is. I would like to come on and share some of my latest information, but y'all not in the era of consciousness right now. We're in the era of niggerdom, and niggerdom is winning. Charlston White is a celebrity in this era. The era we came from, Polite was a fucking celebrity. Umar Johnson was a celebrity. Now we got Kwame Brown and Charleston White. That's the new Umar and the new Polite. And these niggas don't have enough information to fill up a matchbook. I mean, Charleston White is entertaining. But what the fuck is he really talking about? I mean, if you watch this shit for 5 years straight, what would you actually know? Huh? I mean, you would know about all the YouTube beefs. You would have got a gang of laughs out that shit. But if you had to go take a test, you'd be dumb as a box of rocks. You have an open panel. What is your panel talking about? What is the topic over there, my brother? And I know you are friendly, you know what I mean? I get it. I'm curious because, you know, I don't even chime in. I mean, I don't even really know who Judith Nazareth. He was like a nobody ass nigga when I was live. I remember him, but he was a nobody ass nigga when I was out there. Yeah, I get you all kinds of topics. Give me the last 3 topics. How about that? Let me be specific. Give me the last 2 topics, nigga. Because if y'all niggas is still arguing about is the Hebrew Israelites in New York City really the Hebrew, I mean, I don't want to come entertain that bullshit. See, see. I can't come over to a channel like that and talk about them kind of topics when niggas' whole paradigm is already like, nigga, I do not want to associate with no niggas who believe in the Hebrew 12 tribes of the Hebrew. I don't even want to associate with them type of niggas. And I know you like a friendly over here. You feel me? But I don't want to associate with that shit. No, I'm not fucking with that. I mean, if I said some shit, okay, I'm gonna tell you why I can't fuck with it. What is the political structure of the president of Ukraine? What is his political paradigm? Compare it to America. What is his political paradigm? Since y'all done had discussions about Ukraine, if y'all hadn't talked about the political paradigm, it's a problem. Man, okay, I'll tell you what. Since you the homie, I'll do one show. He's a Nazi. I need more than a Nazi. I need more than that. You heard the president of Russia yell that shit out. What does Nazi mean? How about that? Tell me what a Nazi is, and then I'll agree. I'll agree that y'all know a little bit. Just a little. Just tell me what a Nazi. You know, a Nazi is an abbreviation of something. Tell me what it is. It's 2 words. Give it to me. Give it to me. Nazi. What is a Nazi? And it's 2 words. I'm going to help you out. It's 2 words. Don't Google it. Just do your best. You're under the Pitt boss microscope. You're in the hot seat. I want to know what a Nazi is. I want to know what you think a Nazi is. Ukraine is the only place on the planet where human experiments are still legal. No, that's not. If you think that they can only experiment on a human in Ukraine, you out your mind, bro. What you talking about? We doing human experiments right here in the U.S. It's called Area 51. What is you talking about? Any government property, do what the fuck they want on government property. Who's gonna come tell them? All right, man. All right, I'm gonna tell you what a Nazi is. Nazi stands for a nationalist socialist. And you are correct. Now, what is the president of Ukraine's nationalism? What is he? Is he English? Is he Russian? Is he an American? Is he African? What is he? See, if I'm going to come over there and have a discussion with motherfuckers about a subject that they don't know what the fuck they talking about, that's a problem. I mean, I can come over there and, you know, do an interview. I can come over there and give a lecture. I can't come have a discussion because I got to be among motherfuckers who could discuss. And you got to, you know, you got to have some basics. See, that's what I'm talking about. He's an American plant. He's a Jewish. Not only is he a Jew, but he's a Zionist Jew. And if you don't know that, we can't have a discussion. We could have an interview. We could, you know, I can come do a lecture, but we can't have a discussion because, you know, y'all niggas need a little more research before you ready to sit down with me. I know I'm not the baddest motherfucker out there, but I'm a bad motherfucker though. I'm not the baddest nigga out here, but I'm a bad motherfucker though. See, I'm tapped into a whole different pipeline of information. As soon as topics like come aboard and it's time for us to focus on Ukraine, where I'm going to go get my information is not the channels you niggas even know exist. And I'm in that motherfucker searching. And I know when I hear some bullshit. But I have a group of people that could talk to me and educate me. And these ain't no regular YouTube channel motherfuckers. You know what I mean? It'd be the likes of like Thomas Sowell or somebody. It ain't gonna be no regular motherfucker. It ain't gonna be no goddamn Charlston White and Ben X educating me. Not no sirree. That ain't what's happening. When you want to do the show today? Because this is about the only day that I'm gonna be fucking with some YouTube. I'm gonna see if some fake Hebrews could talk about real shit. You know what I mean? I mean, if I came on there and you niggas told me that the Hebrew Israelites in America was some bullshit, we would be having a real discussion. We would be having a real discussion. But if y'all niggas tell me that the Hebrew Israelites, based out of New York from the 1960s, is real, man, I'm over here with clown niggas. I'm over here in a clown suit, being seen in public with clowns. Come on, god damn it. Don't do that to me. Don't do it to yourself. What'd he say? That checks out the small hat connection. See, when you use that word small hat, I know who you took that from, because it's only one dumbass nigga on YouTube that came with that small hat bullshit. That's another fake nigga off the Sonetta platform. And that's why y'all game fucked up, because it's like y'all sources of information go back to Sonetta TV. The motherfuckers I source information don't even fucking know Sonetta exists. That nigga you using small hat, that's that nigga. He's an atheist nigga too. I mean, he be thinking he be dropping, but nobody's fucking paying attention to that dude. But the conscious community, you gotta step the fuck out the conscious community. I'm not talking about One West. I'm talking about every nigga on YouTube talking about he's a Hebrew Israelite. Every one of these niggas. All of them. If you, I know you love the Hebrew, you think you a Hebrew Israelite, but it's too easy to bust it up. It's so easy. It's like, nigga, we could use the Bible to bust that up in one line. One line. One line. There's only one way. If you're a Bible believer and you follow the gospel don't give a shit what tribe you are from. It's irrelevant. Fucking relevant. Nobody in the first century was walking around talking about they was a Hebrew Israelite doing a motherfucking thing. Not one. You can't find no church father, none of them, that expressed being a Hebrew Israelite was of any effect. We all know John was from the tribe of Benjamin or some shit. It didn't matter. That had no relevance. If it didn't have no relevance to him, how in the fuck could it have some relevance to some niggas in America? This is part of the dumbing down that the conscious community do. You're not the Moors. You're not a fucking Muslim. You're not a fucking Hebrew. You could be an atheist, a black atheist. You could be that. That's some shit you could be. But you can't be the Moors. You can't be the Hebrews. I ain't got time to play with you niggas for another 5 years on this dumbass nigga shit. Because you niggas are stuck in the paradigm. I ain't got time to play with you niggas. You cannot be no fucking Hebrew Israelite. I don't give a fuck if you got Y chromosomes that go back to a tribe and you can prove it to me. I don't give a fuck. When it comes to being a part of this Bible, you cannot be. Being a fucking Hebrew Israelite is irrelevant. Irrelevant. It does nothing. It's not going to get you any favor in the kingdom. Zero. It's just some bullshit Marxism that C.I. Schofield put on you niggas way back in 1909 with his Zionist version of the Bible. And his crew, they went to a group of you niggas and said, nigga, you niggas is the Hebrew Israelites. What? I thought we was niggas. No, you the Hebrew Israelite. Oh, shit. What's his name? Something Cherry. FS Cherry or some shit like that. From 1897? No, nigga. This was all Marxism. This was all Marxism to go up against Christianity. That's why none of you niggas like to identify yourself as a Christian. And even though a nigga go get you the definition that a Christian is one who follows the teachings of Christ. Nigga, that's it. That's all it means. And if you ain't that, then you can't be part of this. And you being a Hebrew Israelite don't mean a motherfucking thing to Christ. Nothing. Now, you're not the Comedics for sure. For certain, for facto. You want to wear a go right ahead. You want to do yoga in the basement? Fine with me. Don't walk around this motherfucker talking about you're a Comedic. Nigga, now you're a fucking... You might as well be a gender neutral motherfucker. You might as well join the LGBT Comedic crew. You might as well add Comedic to the LBGT movement. Might as well add Hebrew to that shit too. LGBT Comedic Hebrew. That's how fucking stupid it sounds to me. You sound like a nigga talking about I'm a trans woman. No, you're a dumbass, confused nigga. That's what you are. You're not no fucking woman because you chop off your penis, nigga. You're not a Hebrew because you put on a bandana, nigga, and a leather outfit, nigga. No. I'm just fucking around, bro. I'm just fucking around. You could be a Hebrew, I ain't tripping. I don't give a fuck what you niggas do. I don't give a fuck if you want to be the biggest Comedic from Kemet, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to be associated with this ignorant shit on YouTube in 2022. I don't want to come over and talk to niggas and knowing deep down inside, this nigga's confused. He think he's a trans woman. He's trying to tell me that there's multiple genders. I don't want to fuck with niggas like this. How many genders is there? Let's start there. Let's see if you can answer that question, Yuda. How many genders are there? Is there more than 2 genders? Huh? We're talking about in the Homo sapien category. How many genders can be in the Homo sapien category? I'm going to need you to get this one right if we're going to continue that you have an education of any level. Oh, goddamn. I knew it. This nigga right here. This nigga right here. He's seen 3. And the cross. This nigga right here. Alright. See? That's what happened to the conscious community. Y'all started off the dumbing down of niggas first. And y'all dealt with the niggas who was willing to read books. Y'all dumbed down all the niggas who was willing to read a book. First, they told niggas that they don't read books. So niggas was offended. What you mean niggas don't read books? You niggas don't read. You want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book. So the niggas started reading books. And as soon as they start reading books, they then sent a bunch of niggas in there to dumb you niggas down so you wouldn't learn what was in the books. Now you read books but can't learn what the fuck the book is talking about. Ain't that a bitch? You was better off not wasting your time to read it than to read the shit and can't comprehend it. Now you niggas read books and can't comprehend them. Now they say you could put whatever you want in the book. Niggas can't comprehend books. First you niggas didn't read books. Now you niggas can't comprehend books. What's worse? A nigga who won't read or a nigga who can't comprehend what he read? Damn. I can't even answer that one. That's fucked up. Nigga don't know what the fuck is going on. I gave you the book, you read it, and you was dumber than when you read the book. Because now you got a bunch of misinformation spouting off at your motherfucking pie hole. What is going on? You know you my buddy, bro. You was like one of the first YouTubers to send a nigga $200. I didn't even know who you was. I just seen my fucking shit blow up. I like, what the fuck? What crazy ass nigga just sent me $200? I guess I affected some of y'all, bro. Anybody watching, that brother right there shot a nigga $200 of his hard-earned money. He don't sell dope, y'all. This nigga got a good job. It's a good job nigga right there. If you single and you looking for a good nigga with a job, that nigga got a good job. I don't know if he got a girl, but he got a good job. Nigga rich. That nigga rich. As young as Charlston White say, I just want to be nigga rich. And he's nigga rich. So, no, that's what the conscious, on the serious tip, I was just clowning. You know how the Pitt boss goes on my little, my little rampages. I can't help it. It's part of the character that I created on this shit. I just go into character. But on the real tip, though, I'll come over and do y'all show, and we could talk about Ukraine, and I'll share my perspective, right? And I'll fill you in where I can, and y'all fill me in with, whatever you've learned listening to Conscious Community. Let's do the show. He say, what I have noticed over there is when we start getting into these types of topics, Scam Netter and Lex start interrupting the build. If you got Sonetta trolling your chat room, you're doing a good job, bro, because Sonetta is so depleted of information. He's so depleted over there, like he's so sick and tired of having to bring Jabari back up again. But he got to, because it's like, damn, Jabari dumb as fuck, but he's smarter than the rest of them niggas. So he need, he's scanning, man. He's scanning the few channels that will fuck with him, and he just wants y'all to, suck on the dog's dick a little bit, and then, he gonna bring you into the program. But, he's always looking for who gonna talk about the Bible or Bible related, right? So, feel honored that Side Nigga TV is in your goddamn chat room. Take it all in stride. He was in mine years ago, and he knew I wasn't biting. I didn't give a fuck about the fame. I could have went over there and played the game and like Garfield and got some attention. Fuck that attention. That ain't how I want to be famous. I want to be famous for beating his motherfucking ass on 125th Street. That's how I want to be. I want to be like, man, did you see Pitt boss beat about 5 of them niggas all by himself? I want to get famous like that. Oh, the big titty girl, Nepal, the Hebrew stripper. Nepal is, she want to fuck the whole conscious community. So if she show up, just, be prepared to lay the pipe. That's what she's looking for. That she ain't over here looking like she got to me. She was around back in the day. She wasn't on Sonetta yet, but I remember her too. I remember her calling in on video calls, and I remember all these motherfuckers. If they wasn't relevant when I was hot as fire, fuck them. I don't know fuck what they out there doing now. Like, motherfucker, why you wasn't relevant at the time when we was really cracking? If you came after Sonetta's shit got burned down, trying to recoup the fire, trying to recoup shit from the fire, I don't give a fuck about them YouTubers. Them niggas is irrelevant. What in the fuck does she know? Nothing. She's a co-host on a burned down building. You co-host a burnt down building. Fuck is you talking about? They ain't gonna mention me though, cause my technique is too fucking effective. They know, like, do not give this nigga no attention. You don't really want this nigga to get 10,000 views on a show and talking about you. You don't want to be the topic where Pitt Boss got 10,000 motherfuckers watching. You don't want to be that motherfucker. You better hope I do a show about you and it don't get but 200 views. Because if it got more than that, you probably kill yourself. That's how bad it'll be. You better hope to God I don't ever go viral and you the topic. Because I'll catch wind of that and get ready to do the next show. And you will be worse than Black Becky the Techie. If it ever go viral, then motherfucker, I have no fear in this YouTube shit. Zero fear on this YouTube shit. And it ain't nothing out there that can fuck with me. You might think, because I don't get a lot of views, that I'm not a threat. But, you know, me and Israel Doctrine only got like 40 views a show. And brought Sinetta to his motherfucking knees. Just understand how impactful doing a show is to the motherfucker you doing it about. It, you know, how many other motherfuckers see it is one thing. But the one motherfucker you talking about, oh my God, they sitting there, nigga, dying inside. And that's what it's like. So, you know, that's what it's like. What's up, Stone Gatherer? Some of y'all, I think I probably have to take some of my Blue Wrench channels and get y'all active in a YouTube syndicate. Like, can I just take those who paying attention that got a blue wrench in my shit? Because I gave out a gang of blue wrenches, and I only gave out my blue wrenches so I can identify motherfuckers. Because, you know, when you be doing the show and motherfuckers start commenting, at the time, I had to be able to separate who was who. So I'd say, well, everybody that seemed to be somewhat positive, put a wrench on their ass. And I started that shit where everybody in the room had a goddamn wrench. Nobody else's room was like that. These motherfuckers pick and choose who could be the blue wrench in they shit. Because, you know, whoever's the blue wrench in a popular channel, they are sucking dick so hard in that channel that they want some attention so bad, and they usually don't never have any videos of their own. They just somebody in this nigga's chat room, whoever, you know, that is. So I was like, fuck it. You come in here, you get a blue wrench. The whole goddamn room had blue wrenches. And then all my copycat channels, I ain't gonna mention names. Y'all know who you niggas are. You niggas go live every day today. And if I even just briefly come in y'all room, and y'all see that name, Pit Boss, you niggas go into spasm mode. Because you know what's behind it. You know what's behind it. Just because I don't go live and do 30 fucking shows a motherfucking day, y'all know what it is. Because I was doing this shit before you niggas went live. You niggas know this. It's what it is, nigga. Shit. They copied your whole style and act like they don't know where it came. See, this is not me saying this. For all y'all viewing, trying to figure out who is Pit Boss. Like, I never heard of you, motherfucker. You was in Romper Room when I was active on this motherfucker. You was still paying attention to the rap music or some shit, nigga. You wasn't in the conscious community. You wasn't, nigga, trying to get no information. I came on YouTube, nigga, dropping the hardest information. To this day, they're biting little pieces of my paradigm. It's a little piece. Garfield got a little piece. Unc ran with a little piece. Sinetta got a whole chunk. All of them. They wasn't talking economics. I'm the reason why the whole fucking conscious community went from talking about all of these so-called socialist scholars that they pray to talking about getting to the bag. That's because of me. I'm the one who came in with the STEM program and said, you dumb niggas is stuck in Kemet. You niggas is stuck in, nigga, on a slave ship. You niggas is stuck trying to get a Moorish passport. Nigga, you better get to the bag. I introduced the Patreon. Nigga, yes, I introduced Patreon to the conscious community. It was Nair nigga in it had a Patreon page. Nair nigga in it. I did though. But I knew you niggas wasn't gonna support my shit because I was the trailblazer. I had to take all the motherfucking hits for all of you niggas who would come through the trail I blazed, so that the path was laid for y'all. Somebody got to do it, because if I wouldn't have came in and switched these niggas' concepts up, they would have been stuck still doing it. And it would have took you niggas years to figure shit out. But I had all that shit first. I can still go back and pull up a video when Patreon first jumped off. And the reason why I know about the shit, because I was technical. I had a technical mind, and my shit was already over there in all that shit. That's why when the goddamn Bitcoin came out, the shit was probably like $500, and no nigga jumped on it. Why? Because you niggas wasn't even thinking about getting no money to add to the fire of what you're doing. None of you niggas had a website selling not a motherfucking thing. I was designing logos coming in the game. I came out making logos and editing film, cutting commercials for motherfuckers who wasn't in the conscious community, making logos for brands that wasn't in the conscious community, nigga. That was my fucking job. What do you think? And when I came over to the conscious community, I was like, damn, these niggas don't got logos. These niggas ain't got shit. These niggas ain't got websites. These niggas is trash. All they got is books that fill up a library. And they can't comprehend none of this shit they reading. Because none of that shit was talking about economics. Because to get to the economics in the paradigm they was stuck in, you had to know about the pre-Garvey information. Them niggas was Garvey forward. Garvey was their little only connection to capitalism, and none of them niggas is capitalists. Not in their social paradigm. Since they ain't got jobs, they forced to go do some capitalist type shit. But that don't make you a capitalist in your paradigm. Niggas have a company that they own pushing socialism. That's what the owner of Facebook does. His business is capitalism, but the paradigm on Facebook is socialism for you. It's capitalism for them and socialism for you. That's what the government says. It's capitalism for Nancy Pelosi and her 100 million, and it's socialism for you, nigga, and your $1,400 government check. Don't make me go in. Let me see what you're saying here. You writing, you going in. He say, the other day I was absolutely hilarious. Bro, Sa Pookie, that's his new name. And Nature Boy on there, and Nepal tried her fake righteous act, and somebody in the chat clowned and reminded them that Nature Boy started out HOK. Yeah, Nepal was probably sucking some dick in Texas when Nature Boy was on HOK. Nature Boy came on HOK with a pink shirt, sitting on a leather couch with another homosexual, that undercover homosexual. Long ago. You right about that. Of course. See, this is what I wanted Rain and Woman to understand. It's important for certain people to grasp the economic aspect of YouTube and do it the right way. Because if you don't, we left with all the dumb niggas who did do it, and now they running YouTube, and you can't get on a major platform because it's all the dumb niggas is running it. It's kind of like the way the bigger media is with CNN and them. If you ain't pushing a paradigm, you can't get on CNN and push your book. But a dumb nigga get on CNN and talk about his book and push the narrative to dumb down the world. So if people who understand some shit won't go put the building blocks together to build like a Chitlin circuit for some real shit. Like, just think if Yehuda, you wrote a book and you can go to Raining Woman, get 100,000 views, sell your book. Come over here to Pitt, boss, get 100,000 views, sell your book, and avoid Sinetta, and sell 1 million copies of your book, and avoid Sinetta. And Sinetta just begging you, come in, please come on my show. And you're like, no, nigga, because you one of them dumb niggas. This is what I'm talking about 5 years from now. That if motherfuckers who fuck with each other won't go put the structure together, then in the future, there's no structure to go to. Because the few motherfuckers who will fuck with each other never wanted to, they wanted to remain like Raining Woman and just be a fucking one of them independent black women. Can I get a rich, dependent black woman around this motherfucker? Do y'all exist any goddamn more? Or all y'all independent? Bruh, I remember everything. I lived through it. I was live when it happened. I was a popular YouTuber in the midst of it. I went live 8 times a day, 1 hour minimum per show. Come on, bro. What am I not going to remember? And I got attacked by 1,000 channels. Even some of the channels who attack me now. Not all, but some. Not all, but some. I show up in their shit, and I could feel how they just happy I'm over there in their chat room. It's one dude, he do hip hop now. I think his name is Amadi. He kind of, he doing successful with the hip hop channel, right? He did a Whack 100 show. So I commented on it. I was like, bro, I brought that Whack 100 to YouTube. He was like, nigga, I remember. He couldn't wait to comment on my little ass comment. I didn't do it live while he was on the show. I came after the show was already up for a week. And I just happened to see it, so I clicked to see what the fuck he was talking about. And I just put a comment. He quickly chimed in with a paragraph on my shit. And this is the same nigga. When I was on Israel Doctrine, he used to come on with a green screen cloth. Fucked up ass logo. I got the same logo. I never had to go remake my motherfucking logo. And none of they logos can fuck with my logo. Stop it, boy. Some of y'all got a dope logo, but very, very few of you motherfuckers. But my logo is like 10 years old, motherfucker. That's how my shit looked 10 years ago. And I got 10 logos. But this particular one, nigga, this is my main one. And I made that 10 fucking years ago. Maybe longer, I don't know. But I had it before I showed up to the conscious community. Probably 12, 13 years ago. And you niggas is barely getting your logo game together. When you could have just understood what you was looking at when I showed up and just got at me in the chat. Like, yo, man, I know, motherfuckers hate you on YouTube and all that, but I see how you moving, though, and could you help me? And I would have fucking helped your raggedy motherfucking asses. That's why Unc came to me. And so did Garfield. I did Garfield. He's so mad he can't really access his logo. Because, when you have a logo and you want to improve it, if the person who did it for you is still around, that's the person you want to go to because they have the original, how can I call it, profile of your logo in their computer. Like, logos are made in layers. And when I give it to you, I compress it to one layer. And if you want to make changes, you need the breakdown of how I got it layered out. Sometimes I'll use 15 different layers to create your logo. But when I give it to you, I compress those 15 layers into one layer, and you can't separate the layers. And to make alterations to it, you can just show it to someone who designed logos, and they'll recreate what they're looking at, but they ain't gonna make it like the original person did it, who has their master copy. And so, you know, if you want to resize your logo, shape it for YouTube, Facebook, you know, Instagram, you know, all that's got to be done in the software. I never give my client the original. I give them a copy. You can't get the original. I own the fucking original. Always. I can't do nothing with it, but I can charge you if you need something done. I can continue to charge you into the future. But I personally ain't gonna be able to go out and profit off your logo. But I can profit off you with your logo. And that's just how it goes in the world of logos. And you want the master copy, I can sell it to you, but that's a whole nother fee that they don't want to pay. So I usually end up keeping all of them. And I did over 500 logos. And I'm talking about 500 different type of companies, motherfucker, that y'all have no clue. I did that logo for that company that you're looking at that might be major, and you don't know I made all that shit for them. I know the motherfucker that started that company. I did thousands of motherfuckers like that. Yeah, he got rid of the logo because I don't fuck with Garfield. I didn't want to fuck with him when he wanted the logo. I was mad at him up. I took his money, and then when I made the logo, that's why I did a show about his logo one time. I said, yeah, I put like a devil egg inside it because these niggas is devils. So I wanted to make sure when he put that logo out that I'm reminded that he's a fucking devil. I put the dagger with the dragon head, the dragon egg inside that mother. He didn't know what it fucking was. He don't know what he looking at. I do though. I made it. I took his money and gave that nigga a stamp that he's the devil. And he went out and promoted it for me. I'm the devil. Here's my logo. Because he don't understand logos. Like, I had to study shape, sizes, and all that shit. Diamonds, triangles, squares, and circles. That's what you learn about when you get into making logos. You got to understand what a circle means, what a square means, what a triangle means in that realm. And then, you know, after a while, he liked the logo. He really do. But he realized if I can't call Pitt boss to fuck with me with this logo, I got to change my logo. He still own it. I mean, he still could put it up there and do what the fuck he want. But he can't call me to get no alterations or whatever the fuck. He can't call me. I don't give a fuck how much money he got. That's why. And then I also did it with Unc's other little group, the Mossy tribe. I did they shit. Mossy Warriors. I actually created the name because the name that Unc came to me with, he wanted to call it the Warrior Mossy Clan. I didn't like that. It just didn't ring. I was like, no, nigga, it's the Warrior Mossy Clan. Or the Mossy Warrior Clan. Yeah, he had Warrior Mossy Clan. And I was like, nigga, you got to have the name and then what they are. So it's going to be the Mossy Warrior Clan. And boom. The mask came from me. The whole design. All they told me is, nigga, it's got to be Pan-African color. Okay. Red, black, green, nigga, easy. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. And I created that. But they fell into the same situation as Garfield. It's like, you niggas are such hoe-ass niggas. Man, I'm going to take you niggas' money. I'm going to mark you niggas as devils with every logo I do for you niggas. Y'all not going to know it. And then y'all going to go push it. And then in the future, when you ready to switch your brand up or you want to get it vectorized for t-shirts so you can print it or do this, fuck you niggas. And, you know, they all slowly changed their logos out because it was like, and why do that? Why, you know, Nike still got Nike. You know, you make little alterations, but you don't just come with a whole new logo. because bitch ass niggas, they know there was some hoe ass niggas and I wasn't fucking with them. Anyway. One thing about Garfield, see, I first fucked with Garfield on Facebook before Sonetta would even talk to Garfield. See, Garfield had to suck up to Unc because Unc was the only nigga over there that Sonetta would give an ear to. And Sonetta told Unc, if you stamp him, I'll fuck with him. But I'm not just about to be dealing with them niggas you over there with. And then so, you know, Garfield was controlling all the. This is before we went to YouTube. We was in, you know, on Facebook, in Facebook groups, and that's when I had my group. I still got the group, the Fraternal Order of Pan-Africanism on Facebook. I don't put shit in there no more because people don't really get their information like that. They don't really want to. Back then, we would be on a Facebook thread for 3-4 days, just going in on one thread for just days and days. The thread would be super long, thousands of motherfuckers commenting on it, and that was our way of what y'all do in the chat room today on YouTube. We did that in the chat rooms on Facebook back then. And Garfield kept fucking blocking me out of all the fucking groups. This is before I went over there to all that shit. Before I even was going live on my motherfucking YouTube channel. This nigga was blocking me in the groups. And he was the worst. And he had this little chick that he was in love with. She was a little pretty motherfucker. She vanished though. And he sucked so much dick. He wanted to be, first he was like Unc's little Facebook monitor forever. And then he was the Facebook monitor of all the groups, and he was blocking motherfuckers. And then I hit Unc up and said, hey man, this bitch ass nigga Garfield blocked me in the group. Unc went over there and unblocked me, and 2 minutes later I start chiming in again, and everybody in the trap was like, damn, this motherfucker got magic. You can't even block this nigga. Hell no, you hoe ass little niggas. Them niggas was little niggas to me all the time. Like, I got past all they shit. So when we finally went to YouTube, all they little emotions was already there from Facebook. It wasn't like they just discovered me on YouTube like they discovered y'all niggas. They knew me on Facebook before none of them niggas. See, look, my first video with Unc wasn't on YouTube. He didn't have no fucking YouTube channel. That nigga was over there with Israel Doctrine on that little website where everybody called in to the show. I forget the name of that shit, but everybody was over there, and they was just like, it was like, you know, I forget the fucking name of it. Debate Talk for You was over there. All of them was. They didn't have no YouTube channels, and I called into Unc's show. I recorded it, everything, and that was the first time I interacted with them. They didn't have no goddamn YouTube channel. Why do that shit if you got YouTube? That's why they don't do it now, because it's like, fuck, I'm doing that, and they got YouTube, and I can put video to this shit. So, you know, that's how really deep in this shit I'm connected, and I'm never gonna be separated from this shit at this point, because this brand is known to the core base of this YouTube shit that we call the conscious community. My brand is synonymous with their shit, and in the future, if I decide to go public, all I got to do is flash on these niggas harder than they flashing. All I got to do is say, my set costs more than your set. Bitch, fuck you. And it's over right there. That's what YouTube is. What does your set look like? I don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. What does the backdrop and the building look like? I done already showed y'all the buildings I'm in currently. They can't fuck with that right now. If I want to go live right the fuck now, I got a building already lit. I just don't want to do it right now. I'm just not ready right now. That's it. I just personally, I'm holding myself back. No, nothing else is holding me back but me. I could go live right now. I have an entire studio with all the modern shit, with all the modern technology around me, and all kind of motherfuckers is in all kind of shit. I went live one time and I deleted this video because my partner is just like, he not ready to go public. But he walked in the room draped in jewels, $100,000 in diamonds or whatever that shit costs. And I let everybody see, like, nigga, this is just an average nigga walking around here. But I know that that's not ready. Like I'm not ready to hit these niggas with the hip hop shit. I could have been did that. All my friends is in hip hop. I'm with hip hop niggas currently. I showed you. I went live. I had who I had Gip Goody. What's the other? Corrupt from the Dog Pound. I'm not just interviewing these niggas. I'm out on tour with these niggas. I'm with the crew on tour, and I'm not doing a fucking YouTube channel. This is just my fucking life. Just my fucking life. I'm not putting this shit on YouTube so you niggas can be like, that nigga Pitt Boss is in the game. But it's all kind of shit I do that I ain't putting on YouTube so I could get some accreditation from a fan. That ain't how I got in the circle, because I'm known on YouTube. Nigga, these niggas don't watch my YouTube. These niggas don't even know I got a YouTube channel. Unless I tell them, niggas, you know I been doing you do? Like, that's what niggas, you do? That's what they would say to me, because they don't know me for YouTube. They don't know Pitt Boss in that way. They know Pitt Boss. They know the name of my motherfucking company, but they don't know it from me doing YouTube, nigga. The way you niggas meet these niggas. You niggas meet these niggas because you're on YouTube. I meet these niggas because, nigga, this my life. Fuck is you talking about? Fuck is you talking about, nigga? And I'm way more plugged just living my life than you niggas is doing YouTube. With all the donations and fans you got, they don't really know you niggas. They come on you niggas platform because you got fans watching. They talking to you because you got a fan, nigga. They call my motherfucking phone, they need something from me. Or else, nigga, what the fuck is you calling me for? Or they want something. Let me use that word. They want something from me. So if they calling me, because, you know, I ain't tripping. And it's been that way. It was that way when I first showed up. It's that way now. And it was that way before I showed up. And it's that way now. And your viewers to empowerment of business and hustle. I mean, you know, in general, I think a lot of the channels, whatever paradigm they pushing, in their mind, they think that what they're pushing, like Ben X, he think that Islam is necessary to empower people to make them better, right? If that's the case, when a record company come get a rapper nigga and sign that nigga to $1 million deal, and all of a sudden his life is balling and he got cars and he doing big videos, is he better now? Because that's what that sound like to me. Like, his financial life is better. But if I give you the world and condemn your soul, are you better off? Well, that's what I like about Jesus. Because Jesus said you could get all that shit and then lose your soul. That's what happens to niggas in Hollywood. If you look at the paradigm surrounding the slap, the second famous slap in Hollywood, you know, there was a first famous slap heard around the world. That's how they title it. The slap heard around the world. That was when a Marxist nigga slapped a white boy in 1950. When a nigga don't supposed to be slapping on the white man. Hollywood said, let that nigga slap that white man. I forgot that famous black dude. He's like one of the first black actors to win an Oscar, right? And he slapped the shit out of a white man in a movie. And this was to shock and awe the audience that nigga Hollywood changing up. And we about to let a black man slap a white man on camera. Okay. What is the significance of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock on camera? Some say the slap was fake. I say that the slap was real, but the stage was fake. Do you get that? Sometimes when you shoot a movie, like let's say we're doing a Rocky Balboa movie, right? Rocky say, you know what? I want this shot to look so good. I want you to really fucking hit me. I'm going to prepare for the punch. I want you to swing hard as you fucking can. I'm just going to take the punch. Because they want it to look real. And so that fucking punch he got hit with, it was real. But it was on a movie set. The set was fake, but the punch was real. And so it's you're unable to know if that was a real set. A real emotional breakdown of Will Smith over a weak ass joke. Right? And if you ever been to a comedy show in your life, somebody in the crowd is about to get embarrassed by the goddamn comedian on stage. And sometimes the audience fight back because they're emotionally damaged. Well, in that instance, that was a real motherfucking slap. And that motherfucker Chris Rock, that slap was so motherfucking cold that his reaction to the slap, it snapped his ass out of acting, and he could just be himself. That motherfucking slap was so hard. The way he about to be himself, he don't gotta act out himself. And Will didn't have to act out, become an actor to perform the slap. He was like, you just want me to slap your ass like this was real life? Yeah, hit my motherfucking ass like it was real life, nigga. And so, once you slap a motherfucker that hard, regular nigga shit take over. But the set was fake. Why? Because anybody put their hands on anybody in Hollywood, security guards is rushing in. No security guard moved. Will sat his ass back down. Nothing moved. The only way a security guard don't react to a slap like that is he's being told not to react. And if you're being told, that means that the slap, the set where the slap is going to take place, that's fake. But that motherfucking slap was real. But it was done on a movie set. Now the question is, why did they do it? What was the significance? Was it just for ratings? Let me hip y'all to something about Hollywood. Let me. Who's Stone Gatherer? Since you the person commented, and Yuta. What is the paradigm of Hollywood magic. What paradigm are they imitating? Give me the technical name of Hollywood magic. Where does it come from? Ooh, if y'all get this, you some bad motherfuckers. You've been paying attention. I don't think you can get it though. Anybody that want to chime in on that. I don't even think you know what to write in Google to get the answer either. I don't think it'll come up if you try to figure it out. It's on there. I know how to find it, but I don't think you know what to write to find it. Because they ain't going to just give it to you really easy. So you're going to have to just do your best and tell me, what is Hollywood magic based on? Now, if you write that, you might find the answer. If you write it that way, you might find it. Luciferian doctrine. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Hollywood is not based on Luciferian doctrine. This is why like these other channels, they're entertaining. I'm entertained with Charlston White right now. But I know this is dumbed down nigga shit. You know, we not. Odin worship. Nope. Good try, but nope. It's not Odin worship. Nope. Keep trying. Anybody else before I give it up? Stone gatherer, you think you got it in you? Anybody? It's a couple of y'all. All you niggas got Google. I told you it ain't gonna be the easiest. Somebody try to Google it. It's a specific word I'm looking for to let me know that you understand. Now, Luciferianism is close, but that's not what it's called. I want the technical name. That's why I said, give me the technical name. Don't just give me a generic ass name. Oh, he's waiting to learn. Okay. He's waiting to learn. Let me see this. Let me type it in. Well, I'll just see. Okay. Somebody Google Druidry. It's spelled Druidry, or the Druids. Druid, Druid. The Druids were the mystics of the Celtic people in ancient times. During their era, the Druids would have been the people among the Celtics who were learned in magic, in the wand. They worked with wands, they worked with crystals, they knew mathematics, astrology. These were the scientists, magicians of their day. A famous druid in Hollywood is named Merlin the Magician. Everybody knows the story of Merlin in Hollywood. Everybody knows this story. Everybody grew up with the wand. Mickey Mouse put on a druid costume and had a wand in one of the Mickey Mouse cartoons. All you niggas drew up to Druidry. You just didn't know it. You just didn't know what the fuck you was looking at. I did though. But anyway, the famous story of Hollywood. Hollywood derives its name from the holly tree, which is made of wood. Holly wood. And they take the Hollywood tree, the holly tree, and carve a wand from it. The Druids were famous for casting spells. That's what they did in their era and their time. They was also magicians in making poison and cures, like how we have among the black people in the African tradition, where they go out in the forest and learn what all the goddamn herbs do for you, and they can either kill you with them or heal you with them. That's what the Druids was doing in their region of the world, in the goddamn forest. They knew what the fuck these plants could do. But everybody ain't out here learning. And the Druids were people who learned. So they had three classes of people. You had the top echelon where people have learned information. That would have been the Druids. The second level, these are all Celtic people. Welsh people, Irish, Scottish, what we call them today. But back then they were called Celtics. And the second class was the warrior class. These is the motherfuckers gonna go out there and put in that work for the learned people. So we'll consider them politicians, and then the army. That was the second level. You can either be a politician or you can join the army. If you didn't want to do one of those, you was just a regular, what they call a serf. You just a regular worker nigga in the field going back and forth. So today, most of y'all would be serfs. Except for a couple of niggas who joined the Navy or the Army, you would be the warrior class. And no nigga in the conscious community is of learned information. I don't give a fuck. You can't name none of them niggas. But for the most part, Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, they would have been the black druids of the conscious community. And you know, if you want to make a comparison, you had to be a nigga who knew some shit. So when Hollywood was created, it was created with the idea of the druid spell casting systems and magical information that they had in that system. This is what they devised Hollywood with. Now, the Jews jumped in because they always deal with financing and said, we'll finance this shit. This is amazing. But this kind of shit don't come from the Jews. The Jews follow Moses. He's not into this type of magic. They don't have this kind of information in their culture. They are satanic, but they shit don't come from this. So Hollywood was based on the Druids, the Celtic Druids. This is where the magic of spell casting comes. So Hollywood cast spells with the Hollywood, with the wand. And thus, when you see some shit going on in Hollywood, it's a spell. So the slap coming from Will Smith is connected to some type of spell, which, you know, you got to analyze the effects of what the fuck is going on. Don't listen to the nigga channels who all they worried about is, I want my man to slap another nigga like that for me. That's the dumb sheep niggas talking. It's bigger than what niggas gonna talk, because niggas is emotional. They looking at it like, you know, there's some black shit. But not in Hollywood. You don't come to their shit and act like a nigga unless they tell you you could act like a nigga today. Otherwise, your whole career is fucked off. But for Will, his career ain't fucked off. Now, you gotta go look at her dress, right? Because she put on a green dress. And you gotta look how much pictures and propaganda she put out before the show began. The shit she was putting on her channel. This is Jada. You gotta go to Jada. She was wearing jade green. And you gotta understand all this shit, because all this shit is scripted by a magician. By a druid magician. I might be going too deep. I shouldn't do this on it for free, motherfuckers. You can guarantee Charlston, White, or motherfucking Dr. Ben ain't about to be telling you no shit like this. You can listen to them niggas all motherfucking day, and they ain't gonna mention none of this kind of shit. This is beyond their capacity of learning. It just ain't gonna happen. If you think I'm lying, or I don't know the fuck I'm talking about, Google Druidry in Hollywood. Just Google Druidry in Hollywood. What is Hollywood? Is Hollywood based on Druidry? Just type it in, nigga. I can do this shit off the top of my dome. I don't gotta look this shit up or prepare for the show, nigga. This is regular nigga shit to me. So, that's what we got going on. Don't believe that Hollywood is relying on viewership, Doug. They control every outlet of information. Every motherfucking outlet that a nigga view on is controlled by Hollywood. Why do they give a fuck if you view on YouTube or you view on Fox News? They don't give a fuck. We own every form of motherfucking informational highway. That's like saying, well, you know, less cars drive on the 20 freeway than on the 40 freeway. Nigga, the government own all the motherfucking highways and get taxes on every gas station you could possibly pull into. They don't give a fuck which highway you drive on, nigga. When you pull over and get gas, they get their taxes. You worried about viewership when they control every avenue that you could possibly fucking view. They control this avenue. You on my shit listening, and they're making money. I'm not making no money. You not making no money. They're making money off this shit. They don't give a fuck about no views when we control every motherfucking highway you could possibly drive on. So you don't want to drive down the 10 freeway. Nigga, hop your ass on the 20. You don't want to get on the 20? Hop your bitch ass on the 40. You don't want to be on the 40? Hop your motherfucking ass on the 70. You don't want to get on that one? Get your bitch ass on the 75. Get your ass on the 85. They don't give a fuck what highway you driving on. They own them all. They don't give a fuck if don't nobody watch the Oscars. They will turn the internet off. And all you motherfuckers will be mad. You'll go crazy. Oh my God, they turned the internet off. They don't give a fuck about viewership, nigga. They got all the views on every channel you could view. That's how much shit they control. All of it. That shit they don't give a fuck about if you watch the Oscars. They're putting out a spell. And you don't gotta watch. If you didn't watch the Oscars, you still learned about the slap. Where'd you learn about it? Facebook, they control that. Oh, you didn't learn it there. You went on YouTube. Bitch, we control that. Oh, you didn't learn it there either. You found it on Instagram. Bitch, we control that. What the fuck are you talking about? You got the message on their highway. You just didn't watch it on the Oscars. That's where it took place, but you seen it on Instagram. Guess what, nigga? They made money off that. That's what you don't understand. They control the informational highway. I don't give a fuck where you get your information. You get it from Hollywood. They don't give a fuck. This is how big, this is how super gigantic they are, that you think that they're the Oscars. That they're, Saturday Night Live. They're every motherfucking thing. What the fuck? Like, it don't matter. You heard about it. That's all that matters. The spell went out into the atmosphere and you got hit with it. 2 days later, you was at work. You lost your cell phone in the river. When you got your cell phone back, they hit your ass with the spell. Soon as you got back online, boom, you heard all the commotion. That's what you need to understand. They don't give a fuck about where you view it at, as long as you viewed it. Did you view it? Did you see the clip? You didn't watch the Oscars, but you seen the clip. Ain't that a bitch? You worried about numbers, man. Fuck these numbers. These numbers are manufactured everywhere. Who gets to go viral and who don't? See, listen, right now, my shit say 6 people are watching and I got 8 likes, right? The number fluctuates. It goes up to 14. It went down. It ain't showing a whole lot, right? How many motherfuckers is actually watching my channel? When I finish with the show, it's going to be like, oh, you got 100 viewers. But my shit never showed 100 motherfuckers. It's been that way since I've been on YouTube. If I get 300 views on a video, that motherfucker never showed me more than 10 motherfuckers watching me. Why does it do that? I don't know. A motherfucker in YouTube hit a button and sent my shit into a tailspin, and that channel is dead. They killed my shit years ago. I was one of the first motherfuckers on YouTube to ever be shadow banned in the conscious community. Why? Because I went in on them Jews. It wasn't because I went in on Sonetta. No. I used to do shows about the Jews. I used to play audio from 1950 that I didn't get from YouTube. I went on the internet in a deep, dark segment of internet and pulled off the audio and brought that shit over to YouTube. And they're like, how in the fuck did this get on YouTube? Pitt Boss brought it on. Block his shit. And boop, they clipped my shit years ago. And the only way I'm going to get it back is to pull off some Hollywood magic. Sell Hollywood magic. If I do that, they'll let my shit run wild. When I put that Nature Boy shit on my channel, I was getting 100,000 views on this channel. I was like, what the fuck? I quit showing that shit. That's how much I didn't give a fuck about nothing. I was like, fuck Nature Boy. I'm the one who brought Nature Boy to YouTube. That nigga was stuck over there on Facebook. Nobody was talking about Nature Boy. Me and Black Ink wanted to focus on Nature Boy because one of his followers came over there fucking with us, and I didn't give a fuck about what Nature Boy was doing in the fucking jungle. But Black Ink wanted to focus on it, so I was like, all right, let's do Nature Boy. And then I went to going over there to his Facebook page. He wasn't putting shit on YouTube. I snatched all his shit, put it on my channel. If you want to see Nature Boy, you got to come over here to Pitt Boss. And my views went out through the fucking roof. I could have just kept that going. And I didn't have to do the hip hop. I could have did Nature Boy and been prime time Nature Boy on my shit. And I made all the motherfuckers come over to YouTube. Y'all remember Yaya? She don't go on YouTube. I got Yaya videos on YouTube though. And these niggas think that they YouTube masters. I'm like, nigga, stop. If I didn't give a fuck, if I just had no morals, I could just abuse YouTube with the dumb down shit. I would go clip all kind of shit from all over the place. As long as I take it from YouTube, fuck them in their ass. It's information all over the internet that never been on YouTube. And I know where to go find it. Like, for instance, I brought Harold Cruz to YouTube. This is how deep my shit go. I brought Harold Cruz to YouTube. You can go right now, type in Harold Cruz on YouTube, and you can't find shit except on 1 or 2 channels. The first channel is going to be mine. And then somebody took my clip and put it on another YouTube channel. And now Harold Cruz lives on YouTube because of me. If I wouldn't have went and grabbed Harold Cruz and put that shit on YouTube, there'll be no Harold Cruz on YouTube. This is how you wipe a motherfucking message out. You clear a nigga ass off the internet completely. And then certain motherfuckers ain't interested in that person and they won't go looking for him. Until a motherfucker like Pitt Boss come along and be like, you know what? It ain't enough Booker T. Washington in the goddamn conscious community. Let me bring them in here. And then I bring motherfuckers in that y'all didn't want in this bitch. Or y'all didn't need to know that need to be in this bitch. And I did that with all kind of information as far as I brought certain shit to the actual platform of YouTube. I brought other shit to the conscious community that didn't exist in the conscious community. And this is shit that these niggas today cannot do. They don't even know how to do it or what the fuck information is not there. Now, all the shit that they talk about, that's all over the internet. That's all over YouTube. All kind of motherfuckers talking about that shit. You try to go find a Harold Cruz video on YouTube, and you won't. You'll only find the shit I brought over here because they erased Harold Cruz off the motherfucking map. And I was like, what the fuck? Everybody get to be on this bitch. And the videos I brought up came from 1967. Like, this nigga put this out in 1967. How is this nigga not represented on this motherfucker? Why they didn't want Harold Cruz on YouTube? Because he wrote a book about the black bourgeoisie elite Democrats and killed them niggas in the 60s. Them niggas was so hot, they wanted this nigga erased from history. But the nigga's information is so powerful that when I brought that shit back, them niggas was hot. And somehow, the magic of Hollywood knows what they want and what they don't want around. And y'all niggas think you got freedom. But if you ain't got freedom of information, nigga, you a slave. You not only an economic slave, you an informational slave. You can only think what they tell you to think. That's where you niggas stuck at with the motherfuckers that y'all make popular. Y'all make the dumbed down nigga shit popular. But it ain't you in particular. It's a system that says what can be and what can't be. This is why Donald Trump can't talk. Because he ain't pushing their message. And y'all think that he's the bad guy because y'all in love with the system. You should want anything that the system doesn't want. Even if you don't know what that's about. Like, if y'all motherfuckers don't want this, we need to bring it to find out why you don't want this information. Like, let's say they didn't want Satanism on the internet. I would go get some Satanism, bring it to this motherfucker. Why don't you want Satanism on this motherfucker? But they love Satanism, so I bang on it because they love it. I bang on what they love and bring on what they hate. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Like Tupac, that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. Boy, that's a bad motherfucker, boy. That was a bad motherfucker. Did y'all know that Tupac was a Marxist? And I could smash Tupac on all that Marxist shit he was doing. But since he ain't really relevant in the realm of information, I leave that nigga to a hip-hop legend. He was a hip-hop legend, but he was going to be a full-fledged Marxist. He would have had troubles with Black Lives Matter, though. It would have been difficult for him to operate his paradigm with that paradigm. That's why, you know, like Ice Cube looked goofy when he tried to enter into politics. Because Ice Cube is a Marxist too. All the rappers are Marxists. The only one that's not a Marxist is Kanye West, and they trying to make him out to be crazy. Because they can't defend from that shit. They gotta, if it shows up in any form, they gotta drive it crazy. So, because Kanye is rich, and they can't just make him go away, they said, well, fuck it, just make him crazy. And motherfuckers won't pay attention to him. Right? With me, since I wasn't rich, they just said, just wipe him the fuck off the map, because, you know, we can't make him look crazy. Although they tried. Cabas used to say I was crazy. Why she over there with a nigga who believes atheism? That's crazy. How you over there with a nigga who's call himself the black atheist and then tell me Pitt boss is crazy? Are you fucking out your mind? You out your motherfucking mind. You still there, Caba? Caba Stone? That's what's crazy to me. You over there with the black atheist. And you ain't just over there. You the room monitor over at that motherfucker. You the most loyal fan he got. Talking about I'm crazy. Ain't that a bitch? Well, I'm tired of talking to you niggas though. So here's what we gonna do. Yuta, I think you got my phone number. If not, hit the goddamn email and or call me. Really, I just like talk. I don't want to be emailing back and forth. And boom, we can do the show today. I know you niggas go live every goddamn day. Do you want to do the show today? Sometime today. He done went silent, y'all. I think he had to go back to work. You better tell me, because I'm about to end this motherfucking show. But yeah. YouTube beef. Let's end the show on this tip. The YouTube beef is interesting because the popular YouTube channels are now what I'll call the organic crowd. Motherfuckers who just got their name, coming out. They didn't attach themselves to the conscious community. Fuck them niggas. Them niggas is begging to keep attention. Like Ben X is begging because he's a conscious community nigga and he need to stay over there in the conscious community. But they can't stay over there because the conscious community is on life support, and if you only can gain the attention of the conscious community, you irrelevant right now. So if you can't interact with hip hop and organic YouTube motherfuckers who just went popular, like Kwame Brown, he kind of attached himself to a bunch of goofy ass channels, you know what I mean? And he don't know what the fuck is going on. He just a ex-basketball player with some bread and found himself getting attention. But he don't know what the fuck he talking about. He just talking. He don't have a clue. And he don't know. He went over there and linked up with Angela Stanton, and she just ghetto trash. Like, the Republicans ain't gonna be fucking with her on the next round. I can guarantee you that. She ain't getting no kind of publicity from the Republicans. So when she get ready to run, it won't be under the Republican banner. She gonna have to figure out some other shit because she pretty much trashed herself and just looking all the way fucking stupid. And she's in a strong Democrat stronghold, so her political career is doomed. And she gonna have to rely on getting some kind of Hollywood attention because she's trash. And she linked up with Kwame Brown, and they linked up with Charlston White, and that trio is trash. They good for YouTube. They better keep it going and sell some t-shirts or something, or get some donations, because beyond that, they can't enter the political realm. Even though Charleston White, I see him prepping up to push the Donald Trump paradigm, so he'll be there talking that shit. But I don't know. It's unusual what politicians choose to use these days. And if you got views, they might give you some attention. But Tommy pretty much trashed Angela Stanton. And when you let Tommy knock you out the box, you knocked out. You knocked out. Because he don't supposed to be able to knock you out. That nigga's Glass Joe. But since he knocked you, you trash. And unless you can overcome that, it looks bad for you. So, I don't know what to tell them motherfuckers. She shouldn't have went over there fucking with him anyway. When I seen her go over there, I knew this is going to become a problem. Because nobody in the Republican Party utilizes Tommy for nothing. Big as his channel is, he ain't getting no Republicans over there to come talk to him. Because certain shit is just so niggified, they can't do nothing with it. And so, the strategy is a motherfucker. But, that will conclude today's show. So you know how it go. I used to do closings, and I used to tell y'all niggas about the 4 agreements. Them days is over. Now I just hit the X on you motherfuckers.